At what point when do we get rich? When do we profit? When do we
But this is where it comes in. But
fucking
this is where
lit?
this is where it comes in, though.
I don't want to be famous. I want to be rich.
I feel you, but this is where it comes in. This is where it comes in, and he knows that too. Every artist is their own individual person. You can't lump everybody into the same scenario.
That is a fact.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you negotiate what you want. If your contract says you can't go over here, you can't go over here for a certain amount of time. You understand what I'm saying?
So basically,
Debo, listen. Right? Listen, I love what you're saying right now. And I think that people have been so confused on what the overall point that I've been making is, or what Fit is talking about. The overall point is battle rappers need to acknowledge their own worth. Period.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rockin' you niggas.
We do not like the FaceTime battles, period. It has been established. We tried it. We don't like it. Nobody's watching them over and over and over. It's not gonna go viral. It's not even entertaining. It's like
so where's your research on all these things that you're saying as far as these comments and these people that's not watching? Because it sounds like a sole opinion.
You're a pretty smart guy. Do I really need research for this?
I'm looking out there in the social media world too. I don't see much refuting as far as what you're saying with people not watching these battles or feeling away. I don't see people saying that shit.
You want to see?
You talking about a battle that's on the app?
Yo,
no, I think they're taking what they can get.
If you watch this video, just for Debo's sake, if you don't like the live style, I'm gonna just hold my phone and rap my bars type shit, and you prefer motherfuckers really putting thought into what they doing and making movies out of a battle verse, put a thumbs up for social distancing or whatever battle you like, whether it was on URL or RBE, put a thumbs up next to that shit. And if you don't like it, thumbs down, okay? And then we could come back later after a couple of days after this comes out, and I could be like, Debo, look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. Nobody likes that shit. It is whack, bro.
Yeah, I personally don't like it because I just watched the greatest battle that I could have possibly seen. That both NWX is Twerk, is Shine. They're the fucking two of the biggest fucking battle rappers, and I hated it. Like I said, the only thing.
You said the fans enjoyed it though. You said the fans enjoyed it.
But I did see some fans like quoting bars, and I did see people like fucking with it. But I just was
Will
like,
they ever watch it again? Probably not.
I mean, who knows? I mean, he pulled out an actual ratchet. He pulled out a real gun. Twerk. Well, it was a toy gun, but it was a gun. But like I said, I think with me, why I hate those battles is their environment. Like I said, the only thing that I was paying attention to, because I got OCD, is I just wanted Twerk to close the closet behind him. Like, why is the closet wide open, my nigga? Close it. I can see your clothes hanging. Close it.
So look,
that's what bothers me.
I think you should take those battles for what they're worth at the point in time in the in the climate. Hold on, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Battle rap will die. Battle rap will die.
Yo, let me tell you something.
When
you talk, when you talk, I'm gonna be loud over your ass. Stop talking over me, man. What I'm saying is, I think we should take it for what it's worth for the environment that we're in right now, the climate that we're in. Excuse me. It's like they're doing what they can. Both are great. Don't tell me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Who I have differences with or not. At the end of the day, I'm liking what the artists are doing. You feel
Fans
what I'm
are
saying?
taking what they could get right now. Fans is just taking
exactly.
what they could get.
I enjoy the Mike P versus Tay. I enjoy the Mike P versus Tay Rock as much as I enjoy the Damn, I ain't gonna hold you. The only one I've seen is like it's probably like Headlight.
Have you seen Twerk vs. Saga? Have you seen Twerk vs. Saga?
I didn't get to see. I seen a little bit of Twerk part, but I didn't see the whole thing yet. When he got up from the bed and all that, that was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. That was all right.
Oh, so
can we be creative?
All right.
But you're talking about two different things, though. You're talking about real time versus something that you could prepare. Like, come on, man, knock it off.
But no. Again, Debo. Like when you go to a red carpet premiere, you're watching something that was prepared but never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is the same thing. Let me submit my footage instead of me doing it live, because live is cheesy as fuck. It don't work. It's not working, bro. It's really not working. You can go on the RBE page, look at the battles where they did the same thing as the quarantine battles, and then look at the battles where they did something different. You will see a huge difference in numbers, bro. Huge. It is time
is the
for
quarantine battles for URL out on. Hold on. Is the quarantine battles out on URL on YouTube?
No, they're not
out on YouTube. The quarantine battle.
They're not.
So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? How can you compare the views between both?
No. I'm talking about on RBE's channel. If you look at the battles where battle rappers did the regular shit and just rap to their phone, compared to the battles where people took the time to do something extra, the view difference is retarded. It reflects that the fans don't like you just rapping into your phone. They don't like it. Am I tripping?
Debo getting the receipts right now. He checking.
Yeah, get the receipts.
That's a fact.
Get the receipts, baby. Get the receipts.
Get the receipts.
RBE social distancing. You can tell by the icons of each video who did what, and you can look at the views and be like, okay, these niggas ain't get creative. This shit.
Okay, I see what you're talking about as far as what you're putting together. I see what you're talking about. The ones that didn't get creative are getting lower views as the ones that did get creative.
Right. It's not a shot at URL. I'm going to say this again. This is not a shot at URL.
Yes, it is.
If the format is whack, it is fucking whack. Period. Format is whack. I don't care if ARP's doing it. If ARP did battles like that too, where people just handing in footage, it's whack.
Oh, if not for nothing, I got Miss Hustle versus 40 Bars out right now. Also, Torrido versus Chess. They're all out on my YouTube channel, Queen of the Ring. Watch that. So while all y'all right, this is the heated part that y'all want to hear. I just wanted to throw that in there.
My dumb advice.
Right.
My dumb advice. Yo, Fit. I ain't gonna hold you. That camera's crispy, boy. You might leave my expert opinion anytime soon, son. Do your own thing. Nori likes you, my nigga. Nori likes you.
I see what you're doing, Debo. I see what you're doing, Debo.
See what you're doing, Debo. You're trying to cause tension, but it's not gonna work.
Yo, man.
Math
gonna leave y'all, man. Do y'all own thing. I'm telling you, it's funny, man.
Damn.
Is he showing y'all them numbers?
Nah, I ain't getting no receipt, Debo.
Huh?
Where's the receipts?
Wow.
Math, where's the receipts at, Math?
Wow.
Don't sprinkle. Where's the receipts?
Where's the transparency?
We well kept.
Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference between me and you league owning ass niggas. I came to my team. I said, yo, this is where we could be. This is where I want to take us. And they said, you know what? We fucking with you. We want to go there too. And I'm showing receipts. This is who I'm talking with about being there. This is who I'm talking with about being there. Where your receipts at, B?
Yo, Space Ghost, if you're listening, I got a job for you over here, my new show that I'm doing. I'll at me after the show, Space Ghost. Space Ghost.
I work for hire. I'm like a battle rapper.
You like a
Get
battle
that
rapper?
money.
Work hire?
Space is work for hire.
I'm not leaving though.
Yeah, get
Space,
that money,
Space,
bro.
Get that money,
Get that money. But understand, he gotta he gotta record between the hours of 1 and 3 in the afternoon.
That's the time slot.
That's
now,
your
let me
time
ask
slot, nigga.
Let me revert back to this. Let me ask you a question, Miss Fitz, so I could have some type of reference in this female battle world, this battle world period. Am I that bad? All these shits that people say and stuff like that. Like, you've dealt with me. You know how I am.
I can only speak from my personal, like, individual situations. I mean, the controversy with the Pharaoh thing, it put me in a bad position. It made me look like I did something outside of my contract.
Right.
So yeah, that made me look bad. You know, that was a strike. Like, oh, okay, cool. I told you to edit my trip. You didn't.
What trip? Oh,
I bust my ass on the stage.
That had nothing to do with me. You know that. You
but
know that. Don't put it on me.
You booked me. You're responsible. I don't deal with nobody that didn't book me. You come on, you know this, right?
You could have fought for that, Debo. You could have fought for that.
Nah, all it took was Debo to be like, hey, yo.
And told him, yo, turn back on your laptop, nigga, and fix that.
Right. And I, you know,
nigga.
I'm
going to call your boss.
Wait.
I'm going to call your boss. You gonna get in trouble.
The problem was not that it wasn't edited. The problem was that I said, yo, Debo, can you edit that? And you say, yeah. Come on, Fit. You know me, Fit. Do I? It comes out, and I still bust my ass.
I don't sound like Smack. I don't sound like Smack. I don't sound like Smack. You do a better impression of me.
So these are the things that I'm talking about. Where for me, your word is everything. So like I'll do it to Mav. Like if he tells me something and it's not true, I'm gonna be like, this is what you said. You didn't come through. That's not good. You know what I mean?
Yo, she'll even test you, bro. She'll send you a text like y'all didn't have that conversation to see if you're gonna revert to the old shit. She'll test you, son. She'll test you and be like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do this. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we have a conversation? Like, nah, son. She'll test you.
So for the Pharaoh thing, I did come publicly and admit to my fault in that situation. That's number one. Right. Number two,
you did but didn't. You did but didn't. You did. You was like
no wins.
It wasn't like, yo, straight up, Misfit wasn't wrong for that. You know what I mean?
I did say that on 15 Minutes of Fame. I said that.
I want to remember exactly what you said
right now.
I'm not gonna bullshit right now.
I said that 100% on 15 Minutes of Fame. I said, yo, that's not.
Can you say it right now?
Why would I say it now when I already said it?
Yeah, I just don't remember exactly what it was.
But I said it prior to on this show. I just said it like an hour ago. I said it wasn't Misfit's fault. It was my fault. Y'all remember the conversation?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But I remember watching it and be like, that was like, it was like a halvesy, like, all right, I'm still cool with Fit and Farrah conversation. Which is cool.
At the end of the day,
you got 6 sides, Debo.
And, no, it's political, and you know, you're the league owner, so you gotta have some kind of relationship with both of us, and it's hard to say one definite answer. So I can understand that. Cool.
Right.
Because I think during the battle, when she was looking at you, you was like, I told her. And I looked at you like, really? So that's grimy, right?
No, because in my defense, I said I did say something.
Yeah, but that's not disclosing the whole truth.
But when I told her after, I told her how everything went down, and she
again, like, that's that after shit, Debo. After don't count.
Look. Hold on, Fit.
It's that putting out the fire after shit.
Hold on, Fit. Because our show is really designed to give people the praise they deserve. And I think that Debo took a risk at a time when nobody else was taking a risk to put all you ladies on a stage and present you to the world. So
I always say that.
For that,
I always tell you that, Debo.
So is he that bad, Misfit? Is he that bad? His question is, am I that bad, Misfit? You never answered the question.
I always tell Debo, yo, you're the only female battle rapper league owner.
Facts.
You are the only one. So how could we not love Debo?
The power is yours, Debo.
This is female battle rap. This is Debo. I'm a part of female battle rap, so it's like, yo, you put me on your stage numerous times to allow me to build my brand. So at all times, I fuck with Debo and Queen of the Ring. What happens is those discrepancies get me tight because I'm a fucking businesswoman and I would prefer to do business professionally. Because you said yourself, a big problem is when females can't handle business. I'm a great businesswoman. And when business is in play, I don't play with that shit. So I'm never going to go to your face like, yo, Debo, fuck out of here. Da, 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 da. I'm going to be like, Debo, this is the situation. This is how I feel about it. How are we going to move forward?
Yep.
And every time I have an issue with you, how do I handle it?
The same way.
I'll tell you how I feel about it. You know, I'm not coming out here like, Debo, you ain't shit, fuck you. I never do that. You know what I'm saying? And nor do I go on a platform and be like, fuck Debo. It's always like.
And I applaud you for that.
Professional. You know what I'm saying?
I applaud you for that.
I'm always giving you your flowers. If I never did, here's your flowers. We fucking appreciate you. We love what you do.
Let me
you two knowledge. Clap it up.
Oh nah, definitely. Debo done, you know, he done put the pressure on niggas in the street.
Let me give you a jewel
here. Mr. Shut the fuck up himself. He's like, shut the fuck up.
Let me give you a jewel here too that I should say, and I'm gonna admit on some real shit. With people like you, I should give way more attention and flowers and love to. I won't say that sound personal, but business-wise, you know what I'm saying, for being as loyal and being professional. You know what I'm saying? You the type of person that should be looked on and give opportunities more often than the ones that do get catty and talk crazy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that just makes for good business, period. You're rewarding the ones that put in the work and come professional, as opposed to rewarding bad behavior. You understand what I'm saying?
I had a whole my life's official campaign of promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I shot numerous videos of me like, bitch, my life's official. That was fire promotion. And it really juiced the battle up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's come like what Math was saying, like to earn your keep. I feel like I've always done things like that outside the box to promote the event. You know what I mean? Because it's a give and take. I own what I need to own, and then you own what you need to own, and that makes good business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Let me ask Misfit this real quick.
Yeah.
But can we admit that there are some crazy motherfuckers in female battle rap that just do too much?
Hell yeah.
Over the top.
I chime in on that.
Yes.
There's some thirsty hoes out there.
I just make my life a living hell for just no reason because they feeling the way.
Hands down, there are some girls that are over the top, extra, and sometimes just exaggerate. There's girls, trust me.
A lot of daddy
I deal with these bitches all the time.
You okay, I just want people to know that so they won't think I'm like the only, you know.
Nah. I wouldn't be telling the truth if I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that,
like I said, I commend you, Debo, because you did something that nobody else was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Honestly
and
speaking,
for all the females that's gonna complain to you about shit, at the end of the day, nobody wouldn't know who the fuck they was if it wasn't for you.
Most of them.
I appreciate that.
Most of them.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Most of them.
But you know, I also want to say that.
Yeah, most of them because I can't judge the grinders, the people that will go over and do extra. I can't put them in that category. Some people are just destined to win. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Let's stop bullshitting each other. Let's stop hiding information. Let's all take the burden of what we're building. Let's figure out these contracts. Let's educate these women, Debo, because I feel like some women, some of these battle rappers, the female battle rappers, look at you as a father figure. Educate them. Tell them to get their publishing right. Tell them if you ain't doing songs, do songs. Work on a Queen of the Ring compilation project. Drop that quarterly or drop that monthly. Add extra promotion. Show them what it is so it's not so easy for them to just step out and do and work with somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? And whoever's really about business, you keep them around. Whoever's not really about business and just about drama and turmoil and rumors and doing stupid shit outside your event, get rid of them. And I guarantee you, bro, I guarantee you, it will turn into a multi-million-dollar operation just based off the strength of you having a powerful foundation. People like Misfit, people like Hustle, people like 40. Educate them. It's on you, bro. It's on you. They don't know these things. Some of these chicks got talent and don't know what to do with it, bro. They don't.
Oh, I gotta add.
Some of them gotta listen.
a big burden that we have is lack of talent. We don't have as many females coming in being great as men. Mm-hmm. I think it's hard to find good girls. Well, harder than men. And I think that's the problem, because it's like a recycle of the same females, and the new girls who are coming in, quite frankly, are not matching up.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say this: if you spend
we need more talent.
If you spend less time trying to keep the troublemakers around, you might have more time to find people.
But that's what I was gonna say. Some of the troublemakers are the ones that's actually bringing in
the revenue.
The revenue. Right. So I had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think nobody else want to ever take on female battle rap? It's a lot of trouble. So you can't really attest it to me like I'm the sole person that does this, that, and the third. I've seen people actually try to deal or try to do a female league, and what they wind up saying, Misfit, at the end of the day,
it's too messy, right?
And I'm not a part of none of that shit that they do. As far as those people doing their own leagues,
they're hard to work with.
Yeah, they say they're hard to work with. Now I'm not trying to say, this is the reason why that, but what rings true and shit like that, man. But if you really look at what I'm doing, I really have to babysit or really have to be involved in a lot of things just to make sure certain things and for events to go right. You understand what I'm saying? This person don't like this person. You got to make a phone call to squash that or to do this or that third. Because,
let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. You see how girls be coming at you so frequently, right? Like you said, you got to put out a lot of bullshit with them. Mm-hmm. Do they react the same way when they interact with Babs?
No, because Babs is not as involved artist-wise with a lot of them, because that's where I want to keep her. I don't, what I'm saying, with females, they usually tend to go at each other crazy and shit like that. So, she doesn't personally do the dailies as far as with a lot of these artists, dealing with them from step A to, step Z and shit like that. So, she does her thing with certain shit. She does her thing with certain shit, but they don't have to be dealing with the artist. It could be other things like finding sponsorships or dealing with movie shit or TV shit or other things and shit like that. But I've always been the artist liaison. So that's why I get a lot of the flack, because I'm actually in the trenches dealing with these artists and shit. And all of them, I could give you my phone log and I could show you that I have worked with like 115 girls on Queen of the Ring. You understand what I'm saying? So out of 115 girls, you're talking about 5 to 6 girls that, come out with some other shit online about having my name or something they feel away about something. So you're saying, okay, well, why is these girls? Because you're talking about popular girls that I'm actually dealing day to day with that feel like the way to leverage themselves to get what they want, they got to say something publicly that to make me look, a certain way and shit like that. Not all, but some. Some are actually true about the discrepancies they have. So we'll have to work it out behind the scenes. But some of this shit be bullshit and lies. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it.
Cause I almost feel like I may be wrong, but I almost feel like women might feel quicker to throw disrespect at a man over a woman.
100%.
So I 100%. Think if you guys switch roles, you probably would get better results.
We do sometimes though. We do sometimes. So sometimes if I can't get what I want because a certain girl is feeling a way about whatever, I'll call her and be like, yo, call this person such and such. You know what I'm saying? Today's not the day for me to go through this bullshit or whatever. She'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll get what, I'll get what I want and shit like that as far as that. But, as the figurehead, meaning Babs, you know what I'm saying, being the Jordan logo and shit, I wouldn't want her to get, I'm in the trench. I'm doing the Dame Dash. She's doing the Jay-Z. I wouldn't want her to get into a whole bunch of controversy with a bunch of girls and have to be outed for such and such for shit that's probably not even true in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I'll take those hits and those blunts and shit like that because every day will be something. I'm dealing with an artist every other day. So I'm not going to hit it out the ballpark 110%. There's certain girls that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, like you said, we go behind the scenes and work our shit out. So you'll never know if there's really a misfit discrepancy and misfit don't come out and be like, oh, you know what? This blog today is about this nigga Debo, fuck this nigga, because he did X, Y, Z and blah, 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 and all that. You know what I'm saying? They just see us, our rapport is just, you know what I'm saying, business transaction, and what's up? Like, we cool, we good with each other. But they don't know the fucking fights we probably had behind the scenes on certain things you didn't feel cool about, or vice versa, or some shit like that. They're never gonna see that. You understand? Now, if I gotta say, say you or Couture or something like that, or 40 bars and shit. If a lot of girls would follow behind those models, then female battle rap would be in a better place. Not only for us, but for them. You understand what I'm saying? It would be more bags to get because people will want to invest in something that's organized and not so mixy and shit. Like I said, dudes is mixy too, but they don't do it as crazy as in public as probably like the girls do.
Right.
If I'm saying it right. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at it as an example of this. If you're a boss, if you're an employee and you're just dragging your ex-boss through the mud, what makes you think that person that's gonna want, that's a boss gonna want to hire you? Because they're in fear of, I just seen you drag your ex-boss into the mud. If I hire you and then I gotta let you go for something that you feel like is a misunderstanding, but it's your fault, you're gonna do the same to me. I don't want those problems. I'm good.
Correct.
So a lot of league owners look at it like that. Like, oh man, I don't want those problems. I'm good. Unless that person is so popular that you're gonna want to deal with that. Because that person is gonna bring in the revenue. You feel what I'm saying? But
if you cooking, they booking.
Yeah. So
So you just explained like your role. You explained Dab's role. So what is Vague's role in this partnership?
He's just a fly nigga. That's it.
Really?
Nah, Vague does shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, you know what it is? I'm a workhorse. I take on a lot of everybody's responsibilities. Did I say unnecessarily? Like they do things and shit like that, but I'll take things from them just because of things I need to do or want to do to make things better and shit like that. To build up the brand and shit. Like I'm more of a social friendly person than probably Vague would be. Vague don't talk to the artist too much and shit like that because that's not his bag. He don't want to get into that.
Right.
Or even want to go back and forth with these artists because he sees what I did with. That's not for him. That's not his thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the initial part of it, I'm gonna tell you from the beginning. If it wasn't for Vague, we probably wouldn't even have King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring because he started King of the Ring. There was no Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if Vague was one of those niggas that he was succumb to a league, we would have been under URL from the very beginning.
Right.
Because King of the Ring was a tournament for URL, but he broke that off and said, yo, I'm gonna do my own thing. They said, all right, cool. And that's why I came in. So when I came in, I said, yo, let's do Queen of the Ring. He was like, all right, boom. That's even before Babs came around. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I just think, man, at the end of the day, man, when people ask that question, I'll be like, yo, y'all niggas really don't know what Vague did for the brand. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the beginning and shit like
right.
that.
Yeah, we interviewed Vague, so he took. You know, we all know that he started King of the Dot and King of the Ring. I'm sorry,
King of the Ring.
And
Right.
And then that kind of evolved into Queen of the Ring, and Queen of the Ring was more profitable, so they just dropped the king and kept the queen.
The Queen of
right?
the Ring. Right.
But because you were like distributing duties as if like Babs handles the kind of like the face. She's the face of it. She does the sponsorships and shit like that.
Like the financial, like the CFO. She's like the chief financial operator.
And you deal more directly with the artists. But like I said, I could be wrong.
You're more the COO.
Right.
The COO.
Right.
I might be saying too many O's because I'm lit, but it's COO.
Yeah, I'm like COO. But I was just like, all right, cool. So, because people ask that too, like, what does Vague do, man? Shout out to Vague, though. You know, the people that's in it know how this shit started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
also too, it's like a family structure, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're all three loyal to each other. You can't say nothing bad about us three and shit like that, and like all put us against each other. That's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna speak up for Vague, just like he's gonna speak up for me, and vice versa with Babs and shit like that. The same thing. You know, we carry each other's weight. You know what I'm saying? If he's doing something, I'm gonna carry that load. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing something, he's gonna carry that load. Or Babs and shit like that. So it's really nobody's business what he does and all that shit. Because at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck. We all three, we know what it is behind the scenes.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. When can we get Babs on the show?
Oh, she would love to be on the show. I was trying to get her on this show when y'all was in the barbershop and shit like that. But you know, you turned her down. Talking about, nah, I'm good on Babs. I'm gonna tell her that. Well, I already told her. She gonna find out when she hear this shit. You was like, nah, I'm good on Babs.
See,
I don't really rock with her like that.
You be part of all this mixy shit, saying shit like that, because there's somebody gonna hear it and be like, Hoffa don't fuck with Babs. Yeah, I need you to understand what's going on right now. We lit, okay? We lit.
That's a fact.
Over Misfit knowledge on me, we lit, bro. So what you just said could turn into like 6 blogs on us.
6 blogs?
Babs. So please be careful and be professional when you talk on this.
Nah, Misfit always wanted to get Babs on there. You know what I'm saying? She from Brooklyn, like she from Brooklyn and shit. Misfit fuck with Babs.
I'm from Brooklyn too.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Like me and Babs, like she has spit a verse for me on my record years ago before I even started battle rapping, and I always thought that was cool. Like she ain't had to do that at the time. She was buzzing crazy. You know what I mean? I was just.
Babs pulled up. I did a video called Name Game, where I named like mad rappers in the industry. Babs pulled up for it. So salute to her. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's just that with me and Babs and shit and Vague, we don't get it right all the time. But our initial thing is we trying to pull, you know what I'm saying, the light to shine on female battle rap. However we can do it, if we can do it. Because the budget is not always there. Sometimes we struggle, and I'm not ashamed to admit that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here flossing and doing all like these other league owners talking crazy. Nah, we just trying to make female battle rap pop. That's the initial thing. If we can get some bread out of it, then that's cool. But our thing is to make female battle rap pop, man. We've been doing it for the last 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we'll probably get disgruntled when we see people that feel more entitled than they should be, or people doing disloyal things that, you know, if we help get them to where they are and shit like that. It's like, yo, man, where's the love? Where's the respect? You understand? So that's just pretty much it and shit like that. We're not trying to hold nobody's talent back. We're not trying to tell nobody really, yo, you can't do this, that, and the third and all that shit. Not really. But you know what I'm saying? Things should be morally common sense and shit like that, you know. And I know I understand this is business and shit, and it shouldn't be personal. But in some realms of respect, you know what I'm saying? We like, I compare us to like the Wu-Tang Clan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We came at a time where nobody knew who the hell we was and all that shit, and got our respect from the battle rappers to me, Babs, and Vague and shit.
No, I remember I hosted your first event.
That's a fact.
Because I was
like the second one.
I was popping.
You was popping. But did you see the thing on the IG when I say, yo, when Misfit came to Queen of the Ring, she was already buzzing and shit. She was in grind time.
Just gotta make that clear. You know?
It was a big listen, it was a big thing to bring Misfit to the brand and shit like that. Yo, I was on Misfit neck trying to get her over here. She's like, nah, bro, I'll see, man. I'll think about it. I got you. I say, yo, she gonna leave this fucking grind time shit soon. I'm gonna get her. Watch. You know what I'm saying? And she came to one of the biggest events we had that time, if not, you know what I'm saying? Like that spot was on tilt. That's the first time Smack ever came out too. And you know what I'm saying? And he co-hosted Misfit and Duchess. You know what I'm saying? The first time Smack ever came to a Queen of the Ring event. You know what I'm saying? It was King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring at that time. That's what I'm trying to tell Mav. King and Queen of the Ring, we had co-ed battles like since 2000 since 2011. So don't dare say that this other league is having some shit. And
no. I get what you're saying. I'm just pointing out that I saw his event. Then the next event that I saw for URL was that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Debo,
good?
you close? Regard, we're like that to where, you know, a lot of us fuck with you. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fit, you can hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, cool. You know, like I said, Queen Ring is special in the sense that, you know, we just stand out. You know what I'm saying? It was damn near like a novelty act because you got male battle leagues, and here you go, is this female battle league. You ain't mentioning nobody else but Queen of the Ring. So we got our own thing going and shit. So yeah, you know, we all, you know what it is too? We all came up together and we all got our fame together in battle rap. All of us starting to get popular. So some of us didn't know how to handle that. Some, you know what I'm saying, it took their talents other places and shit like that. It was just a whole lot going on and shit. And so it was a learning curve. It was a trial and error when we was doing Queen of the Ring and shit like that. So, you know,
learning as you go.
Right, we learn as we go. So, you know, we just right now, we still, all the battle leagues that probably fell off in those years, you're only talking about 4 leagues now. As opposed to back then in 2012, you had 15 to 20 leagues.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That was up there.
That's the fact.
You know what I'm saying? But now you're only talking about Queen of the Ring, URL, RBE, and King of the Dot. You're only talking about those 4 leagues right now.
That's a fact.
Correct.
Battle rap has changed.
Not even guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare kind of fell back.
Mm-hmm.
Their best bet right now is Gage. Shout out to Gage, by the way.
Battle Academy. Shout out to Stiz. He doing some things too.
Yo, Stiz. Shout out to Stiz. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to forget that. I do not want to forget that. But I want to say, Chicago, we need to get Gage on the show.
Debo, what's the easiest way to explain the relationship you have with URL? Like, would you call it a partnership? Would you call it like in layman's terms, like easiest terms, like what is that?
Would you call it pimping?
Don't disrespect me, Math. It's a Puerto Rican flag in the back of your chair.
It does look like that.
So, to explain it, what it is they fund events for us to do, and we mix and match battles. As far as like if they have an event, we probably throw like, you know, whoever's deserving to be up on those cards, up on there for more exposure to come back and, you know, give it back to Queen of the Ring. So it's like a barter system. They haven't, you know, for those who actually know, they haven't bought my company. No, they don't control Queen of the Ring. We still do what we do. It's just like it's just like an investor saying, "Oh, yo, I believe in y'all company. Here's some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to do what y'all do. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let me get y'all footage to put on my thing, so I can, you know, have content to live with and shit like that. And then I'll give it back to you to put it on y'all shit afterwards. Right. So that's just pretty much it. That's how the deal goes and shit. So
there's no revenue being split, like what's the split? Like, so if we like, let's say a royalty, because that was the first event, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are they getting a percentage of the door and the YouTube, or like how's that going? So they invest money solely for the content.
For the content and the pay-per-view. Some of the pay-per-view.
Gotcha.
Right.
So they basically invest in the pay-per-view, and you give them a rental fee, a rental time for the content.
Right.
Yeah, because eventually it goes to Queen of the Ring.
Right.
Right. Well, you'll probably see 1 or 2 battles go on URL as well and shit like that. That's just for the what you call it, and it'll bounce back to me as well. So we'll share 1 or 2. We'll share 1 or 2 battles and shit like that, because you got to remember, I want some girls to get exposure as well. So if I have a Diesel or a Cheddar on a URL brand and shit like that, you know, it'll see more eyes. It might not get the most views, but different eyes will see those 2 girls as opposed to being on Queen of the Ring where they already been seen dozens of times and shit like that. So that's just pretty much it. And shit
can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to be. Can I get you to be 100%
honest? I haven't been dancing. I don't dance. You haven't seen me dance
but
the
I'm
whole show.
asking you, just in case this question is a danceable question.
Nigga, if I want to answer the question, if I want to answer the question, I answer it. I'll let you know.
Danceable.
Do you ever feel like battle leagues are paying for views?
When now, or just overall period back then?
Overall period.
I'm assuming they probably would. But you know what I think? I would think the artists are paying more for the views than the league would. Because if an artist paid for views and they shit go up, it makes them get a bigger bag. Because they can say, look, I win such and such. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question.
But YouTube could capture that. They'll catch that and take
How
that.
you pay for
they'll
views?
catch it, but the battle league won't expose it. Right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So let's say there were like 5 artists who got together and said, yo, we're going to pay for views on all our battles. Is it possible that they could become the most popular battle rappers because of that?
Saying we want pay-per-views on all our battles?
So no, we're going to pay. We're going to pay so that we do big numbers over everybody else.
Not necessarily. I don't think views equates for star power. You get all the views in the world. I seen battle rappers that didn't deserve all the views and shit like that really not be a star. It's like, you know, they just had their time on that one battle and shit like that.
I've seen it too. That's why I'm asking this question.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I never seen nobody get millions of views and not be great.
Right, but I've seen people get I've seen people be great and not get millions of views.
Yes. Right. Yes. I've seen that.
So this is my question. What's to stop a battle rapper from paying for views, becoming one of the highest viewed battle rappers, and then charging for their scam?
If they ask in court. Because on the YouTube analytics, you can tell what's what and shit. When you see the views going up, you can see if they're bots or not.
But just being real, as a league owner, did you find out somebody's paying for views? You're not really gonna expose that because it kind of exposes your own popularity, right?
I probably wouldn't expose it, but I'll expose it to the battle rapper and be like, yo, don't do that shit because you can get my channel shut down. I mean, it never happened on my league, but you know, I'm assuming it probably happened on somebody else's league, or if that. I've seen it probably done when I've heard such and such or whoever will probably pay for their views to go up, but that's on like a smaller scale league and shit like that.
So is it possible somebody who usually doesn't come prepared to battles could scam their way into making people think that he's a top tier battler?
I guess so, man. What you driving at, man? Give me a name. You the one that be dancing and sprinkling, man. You the one sprinkling.
I'm just asking if it's possible. I'm just asking if it's possible.
Probably possible.
If somebody who took half of what their deposit was and spent it on making their battle get lots of views, could they eventually scam the whole game and make them believe that they're a top-tier battler, even though they don't show up with a third round at all?
I don't think so, because it's in the talent to know if a person's a top tier battle rapper, not necessarily the views. You could tell them.
Like let's say me, if I started doing it, but I only showed up with like 2 rounds, what would happen? Would the league itself expose me, or would it be more of like damn, I'm kind of going down with you if I expose the fact that you're paying for views?
Nah, I like I said before, man.
That's still a thing, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's so too. You talking about 2012? Nah, you talking about 2012 when I was.
You gotta pay attention to who talks about views the most to understand that it's still a thing.
That's what I said. If you got a name them, homeboy, because you sprinkling and whatnot. What you talking about?
I don't have to name anybody. I just have to know. Let people know that it's possible.
See, fit knowledge. Your man dancing. You talking about somebody else dancing?
I'm not dancing.
I'm not
dancing.
Who you talking about, man?
I'm not dancing. I'm just saying. Yo, knowledge. What you know about battle rap? Is it possible for somebody to pay for views, show up with 2 rounds, and become the most popular person?
I don't think it's worth it. And a lot of the guys that's already on certain levels, they could come out with 2 rounds, spit that shit, and still get the
I just asked you if it was possible.
Anything is possible if we're talking about the possibilities.
So that's a yes.
Anything is possible. Yes, anything.
So it's a yes. And the same person, the same person could be trash on any other league except for URL.
What do you mean?
Now you gotta say who you're talking about, because I was like researching.
Yeah,
I'm just drinking, man. I'm just drinking.
I can check the receipts.
I just mean what point? What's your point? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, right.
I'm just asking if it's possible.
No, I know you. What's the point?
If it's possible for somebody to scam the game.
Yeah, but is it really possible to purchase YouTube views? Yes. I know they used to do that like on social media and shit.
It is.
But like back in the day, I know people used to do it.
It is.
But it wouldn't.
There are a couple bloggers that talk a lot about this show who participate in that.
See, you're gonna get yourself in some trouble, my man.
I'm not. I'm really not.
They're gonna go crazy about you in the next blogs.
This show is about information, and I'm just putting it out there.
I never heard of it.
Huh?
I
never heard nobody paying for views.
You know, this show would be a lot more better if you just speak a name. Yeah, you would be, man, if you just speak a name, this show would be so much better. What you talking about?
No, we speak enough names, man. They hate us.
They don't like us. They feel like the game is to be sold and not to be told, and we tell it.
Correct.
Speaking about things I don't like, man. Why you did that on that last show, man, with you and Sway? That wasn't cool, man.
Not the last show was me paying homage to Fred the Godson. Rest in peace.
Oh, it's Fred. Rest in peace to Fred. I'm talking
the
about
show before that was 4 Horsemen. I was on here with 4 Christians. What you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the show you had. I'm talking about the show you had with Sway when you was talking about some old. What you said? Oh, if URL told me not to go over here, but such and such didn't tell me not to go over the URL and shit. Come on, man. Y'all propaganda right now.
What?
No. I want to make this perfectly clear. I want to make this perfectly clear.
Propaganda, man. Knock it off.
I want to make this perfectly clear. I need y'all to understand when y'all say things like that. What are you saying? You're saying.
What's your beef with URL?
Hold on. No, but I need people to understand when he said, "Yo, you propagandering." What am I propagandering against? The league that I helped start.
Yeah, you propaganda against the league that you helped.
The league that I gave the idea for Summer Madness to.
Oh my God, who cares?
I'm confused. What is he talking about? What are you talking about?
Is that who you talking about?
Talking about you slinging mud. You say you slinging
in general.
I'm talking about you slinging unnecessary mud that don't need to be put out there and whatnot. Like, come on, man.
Unnecessary mud.
Unnecessary mud.
Because unnecessary mud.
because what you're doing is you're only arguing from one side of the spectrum. Like
you tripping, Debo, and that's how I know you don't watch this show. That's how I know you don't watch the show. Because I told ARP on the show, I said the most ambitious league is the URL, and I'm sure that Smack has his own arguments on why he does what he does or URL does what they do. I'm not trying to be partial to nobody. The only people I really give a fuck about, and this is no shot to you, Debo, is the battle rappers. That's it. Because I'm one of them. So if I could save them from the 10 years of wasting my time in certain situations that I did, I'm going to do that. It is no shot to you. It is no shot to a league. It is a shot to the battle rappers that's saying you're not educating yourself to the point where you understand what is going on. You don't understand your own power if you're going to leave your career in another man's hands who might book you once or twice a year. You dig what I'm saying? People get that so twisted. They feel like, you're taking shots at these people. You're taking shots at these people. I'm not. I'm really taking shots at battle rappers that's not educating this.
But a lot of times you're assuming. What if that's not necessarily the case?
Say it again.
It's three sides to each story, man.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of times you're assuming. What is that not necessarily the case? Why don't you have a representative to speak their side of the story on a situation? Because it makes it look one-sided, and it makes it look like you're going against that one league because you have you have animosity towards those people. Because not all league owners or leagues are 100% real or moral. You know what I'm saying? Do good business. Like, for all leagues, from King of the Dots, RBE, to Queen of the Ring, to URL, I've heard horror stories.
Yeah.
But the only horror stories that's being painted on this show is about URL. It looks like y'all propagandering against URL. What about that?
I don't think
that's saying you misfit. I'm not saying you misfit. I'm saying you man.
But when you said this show, right? So
okay, that includes all of y'all. I get it.
I was about to say, Debo got me in it too, man.
No, but I mean, I think a lot of times it is both sides, but like some people like iterate what's said about certain people more. Because I was on the show and said all the rejects go to RBE. Mm-hmm. So we I think we talk about everybody.
You know what it is too? Is the fact that I think URL is the dominating force in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So any conversation about anything with artists and money and things like that, it's always going to go referencing to URL, and people always try to compare it to something else that's out there or something else that's competing or whatever. And I'm sure artists are going to use whatever position they could do to compete. So for them, if it's another league or whatever, I'm sure, I'm sure wrong's been done on the other league side. And the same way I said the ARP is like, yo, don't act like you ain't coming to battle rap knowing that you're competing against URL, dog. You know what I'm saying? So don't just, it's not just, the big bad URL. Like, you're coming into a space. And especially if you guys have friction, of course they're not gonna allow a lot of shit. So it's like that's the nature of the game, nature of business.
Yeah, I hear you, but let's just make it fair and balanced because I hear horror stories from all leagues. I hear them, and 9 times out of 10,
that's why I always employ Matt to bring up Smack, bring up Beasley. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell them, I've been like, yo, you gotta like.
So you got two people with you got two people with Math and Swave Sever that's just correlating and coincide to say, yeah, I did good business with such and such, but over here it's a different situation. I mean, come on, B. Like.
But what was the specific comment that you were talking about? Because I'm confused. I don't want to comment.
The specific comment was battle rappers being told not to go to the other side.
So what part of that was like not good? Like what could be seen as like mud, is what you said? Is that true or not?
Well, I guess I'm assuming for Say Seven, whoever he had that conversation with, he feels it's true.
Right, because obviously he was talking about his own situation. He was talking about his own situation, right?
But let's keep it in this perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a company that's put all my marbles into said artists,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you feel a way if another artist goes over there? I'm not saying that you couldn't, but another artist goes over there. Put it like this. I call it.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm not taking no shots on nobody, but this is what I'm saying. Listen to me. Listen to me thoroughly. Don't cut me off.
I'm listening to you thoroughly. I'm listening to you thoroughly, but it's already starting wrong, in my opinion.
No, I'm not saying that because I'm resetting. Pay for play. I could sit back, look at the scope, and see all the artists that's being made on somebody else's thing. And I pick and choose who I want to make my platform, you know what I'm saying, a dope platform, which is cool. Right. It's business. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know,
pick and choose. Right.
Right. So my era, I had to get it from the mud. I had to create.
Whoa. Because you already said you pick and choose.
So
you picking the best talent, right?
Not me per se. I'm not saying that. I'm
talking
about what I pick for me.
My question was like, do you feel like that's like, because Sway was speaking of his own experiences, like, hey, leagues are telling him, or whatever league is telling him, like, yo, you can't battle over here. Do you think that's something that should be practiced, and is that fair to the artist?
Right.
No. What I'm saying is those conversations that I'm not saying that.
You don't agree with the practice of block battles.
So you agree with that?
I don't agree to the practice of block battles, but that's not what I'm saying. But if I can revert to what I'm saying, I can clear what I'm saying.
Continue.
I'm just saying it's easy for another league to pick up something you put your energy and time in. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're a music artist and say you signed to Def Jam, can Sony get you? Sony can't get you. They gotta get a. Remember back in the days in the '90s, they see in the back if there's a feature, they'll say courtesy of Def Jam. If you're on a what you call it. Now I'm not saying battle rap. I'm not saying battle rap works like that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's easy to pay for play when you see that something that's already working. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But you see how you compared. You see how you compared it to the music industry.
Hold on.
Right?
No.
We could compare it in that aspect, but not with the bread.
Fit. Here's the best comparison you can give it to. So you're telling me if you promote me for a show, I can't work with no other promoters?
But you can't put it in that aspect either, though.
No, but I have to, because essentially that is
all promoters. That's what you're saying.
Hold on. Wait.
I don't have a club.
Wait, because I know what labels do when there was artist development. There is no longer artist development. There is cherry picking. And you're not going to pick something that hasn't been working and say, let me tell you what to do. You're going to pick something that has been working and say, you can benefit on my platform because I can benefit from you, right? Now, in what part of the music industry does a promoter book an artist to perform a show at their club and then tell them you can't perform at no other club?
That's just a problem. I'm not a promoter with a club. They're not doing that. We got to fuse both as far as a league owner and doing promotions as far as for shows and stuff like that. Because you're talking about a league. Hold on, let me finish.
What details separate a league owner from a club promoter?
I'm just saying a league is like a label. No, I'm not saying
Wait. A league is like a label. So hold on. A league is like a label. So that means that you invest and you put upfront money into your artists and the end goal is for them to release a project that they can continually get paid on.
Right.
That's what you're saying?
What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, if you get an artist that has no stature or value whatsoever, and y'all getting it from the mud, and you're raising that artist to have stature and value and shit like that, that artist has a lot of energy. That artist becomes popular. If the artist becomes popular and does what they do, and shit like that.
So let me ask you one question. Where does your stage validity come from? Other great artists, right?
Explain that.
I'm saying that as you didn't build a stage and say all the greatest rappers are on this stage. You had to have great rappers stand on your stage, right?
Necessarily, you gotta have great rappers stand on your stage.
If you want to be popular, you work hard and you make it to this level because this other great rapper was on my stage, right?
Keep it going. I'll go ahead. Yeah.
Right. So, what is the difference between a league owner and a party promoter?
But you already know the difference.
No, but see, I think it's unfair.
I'm curious to whether you know the difference.
Because a party promoter doesn't own, not say own. I don't want to use that word. A party promoter is not associated with the artist per se. Artist comes in, artist goes out. Artist comes in, artist goes out. But a league actually, a label. Now you say party promoter, it's reverting to music. A label nurtures the artist to get where they need to go to.
Right.
So certain business practices. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. But that's what I'm equating what we do. League owners, not that party promoter shit you're talking about. Certain artists, when they go to another label or work with another artist, obviously you get a courtesy of, or you have to have a junction with said label like that to work together.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about this party promoter analogy. I'm not doing that.
But
here's my question.
Because he mentioned nurturing. I just want to. What's the nurturing aspect in battle rap? How would they be nurturing?
We understand that labels have artist development.
Correct. They pay for promotion. They pay them up front. They pay for. They endorse.
They get them the best writers. Right. They get them the best promotion. Right, what does battle rap offer? What does battle leagues offer?
If you say for like a new artist, you put new artists on cards. That's fire. That's putting eyes on them. You're giving them a bunch of battles. You're putting your money and your time investing in that artist.
What's money and time?
In battle rap.
What do you mean, money and time? What is that? Because I know as battle rappers, we have to sit and come up with fire material so we don't bomb on these stages. What does the league have to do with the material that we present on the stage?
Well, I'm just saying, like when I say money and time, the platform I have, I could just sit back and not do nothing.
But you don't, like, once you pay the artist, it's on them.
Right.
Literally, all you do is
difference between a league owner and a promoter, a party promoter.
But that goes hand in hand, though. The league owner is a promoter as well, but they're also a label. So
but where's the label part?
Right. Where's the label part where I feel
we see how they promote
security in being a part of something?
Right.
Because if I'm on a label and I'm not selling records, I already got a check that kind of covers my living expenses, that covers any bills that I have. I'm already good. So I'm willing to work with the label because they've already provided me this comfort.
Correct.
Of living expense.
And now I'm
giving back what I owe.
Now I'm giving back what I owe.
Well, you know, certain things as a battle league and shit, from what I do anyway, you know, certain small things like artists and repertoire could be a phone call. Like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? You got your bars, you're gonna go, I need me over here. We're gonna do an interview for 15 minutes of fame. We're gonna do such and such over here. We're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? You would think it's quote unquote promoting, but we do that off the grid that has nothing to do with a card.
And I salute you for that. Every league doesn't do that.
I
So
understand that.
you say to the leagues that don't do that.
Right.
That's not being done on a consistent basis on no league.
Right. No, but okay, I can say for certain contracts that I've signed, it has required a face-off and promotion on certain platforms. Now, this is current. Champion wasn't what it was years ago, so it was never part of the contract. Once Champion became what it was, okay, I need you to do an interview on Champion in the contract, right? What outside of that is being done?
You asking me? What outside that is being done?
Yeah.
Well, I'm speaking for myself, not for anybody else.
Right.
It could be certain things, like different things, like an introduction or just, like what I would probably do is, like even like with a stylist, I'll get started. That's all.
For the battle rap. For the battle rap.
Yeah, but the crazy shit is,
Debo, you was not getting these bum bitches stylists.
Yeah.
No. I know that there was a couple occasions where they got sponsorships from like hair weave companies and all that.
I pray you get stylists. I pray
they got a couple bundles. No, wait, Fit. I heard about them getting bundles. They got bundles for the chicks. But this is where I want to say, Debo, it is so imperative that you use your platform to promote other things as far as like battle rap women's music.
I've done that before.
No, I'm talking about consistently.
Okay.
Consistently. Where it's a month-to-month Queen of the Ring project coming out, where you take all the subscribers that you've gained from presenting these great rappers on your platform, and you utilize that to find other ways to get them paid so that they feel like it's a family. They feel like they're part of something.
Like
they
a label.
Like they're standing up for a movement.
Like a label.
You know what I'm saying?
So Debo, don't you think it's fair to say, right? Let's just look at the facts and everything we accumulated and everything we spoke about. Isn't it fair to say that leagues in general pick and choose when they decide to be a label and promotion company? Because when you think about it, earlier in this conversation, we were talking about, it's like the music industry, we're trying to get revenue. And your argument was you can't compare. Now we roll back and now it's like a label. So you see how that's conflict of interest, like that communication is not clear. And it makes me feel like it's unfair for leagues to say, you're my artist, you can't go anywhere else if they're not providing them with all the tools they need to be successful. As a label would do. Right?
I want to add to what Misfit is saying and saying, Debo, I feel like over the conversations that we've had throughout the years, you would be the first person to institute a new form of battle rap standard in the culture. I feel like you're open to that. I feel like a lot of times you see the things that's going on with these females in their lives. The reason why you're interjecting in the beefs and all that is because you genuinely care. So
yes, sir.
I'm saying to you, these chicks are talented. I cannot speak on anything else. I can't tell you if they're educated. I can't tell you if they was raised right. I can't tell you if they got morals. I can't. All I can say is, thanks to you, I know that they're talented. So how can we get a battle rap league to continue, even when a battle rapper is not battling, to showcase their talent and let them capitalize off it?
By the things you were just saying, man, like the mixtapes and all the other shit like that, like, the things Misfit was saying. There's other curricular things that, that we can do to make revenue and shit like that on the side. Like,
Right.
It just has to be a participation though. At the same time, it has to be a common sense participation, meaning that don't feel entitled to anything that you think. We're still starting from the ground, like we still trying to get it from the mud in a sense of,
bro, we still here with it.
Yeah,
still here with it.
But I mean,
a baby.
If male battle rap is in its infancy, imagine female battle rap, because it's always behind. It always lags behind male battle rap because, at the end of the day, it's a male-dominated sport. People want to see male battle rap before they want to see a female battle. You know what I'm saying? First, so you could imagine the shit that we have to go through.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that? We watch Love and Hip Hop for the females. We watch Basketball Wives for the females. We watch so many other platforms that are supposed to be showcasing what hip hop is with females, but they're not.
Watching
and we watch for that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel it's a lack of utilization or ingenuity.
One thing Misfit did say,
it's a baby, like we haven't figured out all the aspects of it. But if someone comes along with a great suggestion, I suggest we run with it. Because
one thing Misfit said though, which was when we had a conversation, she's like, I'm behind you, Debo. Only thing I'm asking you to do is just be a leader and think, because I can't create it. You got to create the revenue for all of us and shit like that, because you're the person that's in charge and shit like that. So
I have disagreed because I feel like Misfit could create that, but I understand her loyalty to you told you, look, I'm following you. If you lead me right,
how about
I'm here and I'm forever loyal. You lead me wrong, and it's gonna be the extra shit.
Right. Yeah.
I think on the male battle rap side, it's the same thing, but nobody's willing to admit I've been led wrong.
Well, but think about it.
I know y'all love me, but I'm fucking broke.
Right.
Nobody's willing to admit that. Everybody's like trying to act like we popping, but we own nothing.
Right. But
you know what I'm saying?
The more rappers we speak to, and the more rappers that are on this platform, they tell us like we're scared to do anything wrong to URL. That's weird to me. They're scared to get repercussions.
It depends on the battle rappers you're speaking about, though.
Because
like the Hitman Hollers and the Surfs and the Averbs.
And that's a perfect example. I say not every rapper gets told they can't rap somewhere else. Because Geechee is probably the most recognizable face right now, and he can battle wherever the fuck he wants.
Right.
How come is it like the mid-tier to low-tier battles that they're like, you know what? You have to stay here and you can't go nowhere else. And I don't even want to say just URL because other leagues are doing this. So no, it's not just URL.
I think if two platforms that's kind of similar and shit share the same talent, it doesn't make nobody special. You understand what I'm saying? You got to remember, URL is still a brand. They have to be a brand. They have to stand out from the competition, or they won't be what they are to get them eyes on themselves. So it's no
a business move. So the business move is like, for my company to continue to grow the way it is, I have to keep the talent and kind of like smoke out the competition, like starve them, pretty much.
Well, yeah, because if you're using Twerk and I'm using Twerk, what makes us different? Other than we using the same talent.
This is where, Debo, I need you to recognize the difference between a fucking club promoter and someone who is in control of a culture. This is the difference. I
don't think nobody's in control of a culture. I don't think not one of these brands are in control of a culture. The culture
but I'm gonna say this to you: if you're the most innovative, you've provided the most opportunities. You can show people how to eat. because that's basically what hip hop has done. There were people who were on a street corner just talented. And they ran into Russell Simmons, and Russell Simmons said, yo, I know how to make you rich. Come fuck with me.
Right.
That's what made Def Jam the powerhouse that it is.
Right.
You feel me? I know how to make you rich. Do you want this information? Come with me. And that's where we at with it right now.
A lot of these niggas on Def Jam was wound up broke. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
And then it's like who's putting up that money in battle rap that was also made in the music industry? Because the music industry got levels of sponsorship and certain labels or whatever that was that even at that time, which isn't even prevalent now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Let me tell you something.
Battle rap get to the point where they getting that money where it's like it's accessible? Because it seems like the leagues don't have the money, I guess, on that level to give the artist the level that's a payment that they will want, no matter how much y'all want this, that, and the third. It's like if they don't got it, they can't give you something they ain't got. Now, if the assumption is that the leagues got it and that they're just not giving it, then that's a different argument.
Yeah. Now, let's think about this.
Listen. Now, let me tell you.
How is the Philippines, who is 10 years behind us in the culture, how did they figure out battle rappers are the lead rappers in our country? We pay them the most. How did Russia figure out battle rappers are the lead rappers in our culture? We pay them the most. But we come over here and it's like, yo, I got 16 million views, but I'm broke.
Math, you want the simple answer to that?
Yes.
In Russia and the Philippines, you don't see 10,000 people in the stadium. Knock it off.
Yes, you do. Yes,
no, you don't.
do.
In the USA, in a battle.
Wait. I'm not going to let you brush this over. I'm not going to let you brush this over. When the Philippines holds battle rap events, there are 10,000 people in the stands.
That's what I said. But in America, there's only 1,000 to 2,000 people.
How
in the Philippines, I get paid in the Philippines. Because you know why? Because in the Philippines, they only know their language. In Russia, they only know their language. They're gonna gravitate towards battle rap in their language. So it just so happens that they respect the culture more than we respect the culture.
That's true too.
There's so many things going on in America. There's so many different things to distract us from us that we're going all over the place.
This is why I love you, Debo. This is why I love you, Debo. This is why I love you, bro. This is why I love you, because you just pointed out that the respect that they put on their art on their craft is what got them to that.
But also, if you look at KRS-One or certain people from hip hop or whatever, they get more respect overseas too. Like they won't get the money that niggas ain't booking these niggas for the price or whatever because we don't respect them. And I just, it just as a whole, America's already fucking got all the forms of hip hop or whatever. They're already moving on to the next thing. These countries are behind, so they gonna give these dudes the money, the respect and the admiration that they supposed to get. So you should try to see what it's like to go battle on the Philippine League and see how they treat you. If you go on there on the Philippines and see how that shit is, maybe you could bring something back from out there to bring here that could help equate certain shit too. You know what I mean?
I would love to pay my. I'm gonna cut you off now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I'm good. I made my point.
I'm just saying with me as opposed to the artists I work with, I ain't gonna sit here and dance around a question. I wouldn't want my artists to go to another league and shit like that. I'm territorial in that sense of saying, yo, only have a little bit of fucking artists to work with. You understand what I'm saying? So this league, that league, and this league is dealing with artists that I need to be dealing with and shit like that. It's gonna make a situation for me where I can't be consistent or do any other events and shit like that because that battle's already been done over there. This battle's already been done over there.
Well, let me tell you this. It costs $20 to register for DistroKid. You have a channel. That has over 100,000 subscribers.
200,000.
Help these battle rap females promote themselves outside of just battle rap, then they gain a bigger fan base to bring back to battle rap. You understand what I'm saying?
This is the only thing I'm saying to you is put yourself. Well, you've done an event before. You put yourself, because sometimes you be unfair. You got to put yourself in a league owner's position to understand where they come from half the time and whatnot.
No, I get it, and that's why I'm willing to trade that second half. That second half, I'm willing to trade that for the passive income.
Well, I'm just saying, like, fit. If you're URL, you got all the hot talent and hot stars, and then you got a whole bunch of other leagues that want to use your stars just to be either lit or get money. Of course, you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers in your backyard and shit telling you shit and all that. Of course, they're gonna be apprehensive on working with people or saying, "Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? We doing shit for you here." You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't be going all over the place to do X, Y, and Z and such and such. Because one thing I will agree about, and what Homeboy said in the show is, a lot of these battle rappers are not held accountable to the actions that they do behind the scenes. They're able to be like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what y'all talking about. And then put the bag on the league owner to make him look like the villain. And battle rap in the industry, the league owner is always the villain. I don't care who they are. The league owner is always
no, Debo. But we want to get away.
I think the artists get a lot of flack.
We want to do away with that.
No, the artists get a lot of flack for certain the things they participate in, like, you know, not showing up for battles and shit like that. They get flack, but you know what? They get booked again. So, like,
I hear you.
But I'm
one of the niggas that book them. I'm hearing you. I hear you.
But also,
Debo, it's gotten to the point where you could beat up staff and still be a headline.
I don't know what you're talking about. But what you saying, Miss?
What I'm talking about?
Nah. So I want to know.
I haven't seen that.
I want to know what's the difference. I'm only saying this because we was on a previous show, and I believe it was Loso who couldn't participate in a battle due to a league saying, "Hey, you can't do that battle, or else you're not going to get no other battles with us." Right?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So basically, he was put in a position where it's like it's either us or nothing. Right? So okay, cool. Why is it that he has to have that conversation, but that conversation is not being had? Or what? It obviously I don't know what conversations they had, so let me make that clear. Why is that not happening with guys like Twerk? The headliners, they can go wherever they want. Because I've literally seen Geechee battle everywhere.
Not everywhere, Fit.
Look,
not everywhere.
I see him battle a lot of different places. I see Ill Will battle in multiple places. So what's the difference between an Ill Will and a Loso?
Well, I'm just saying there's probably a different circumstance for each battle rapper. Say a Loso probably's under contract and whatnot and wasn't supposed to go over there. Who knows? I'm just assuming. Let's just say Loso was under contract. They have every right to stop Loso from battling.
Absolutely.
That place. Every right. And if that's the case. Now with Ill Will's probably not under contract. You go battle with the hell, whatever he please.
Right.
Like that.
So it's because, are these contracts being negotiated differently with higher tier artists?
Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
So it's like,
you know that.
So, yeah. So it's safe to say, if you're top tier, you can do what the fuck you want. If you're coming up, you're on my leash until you get there.
If you top tier, you have a lot of leverage.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this: if nobody knew you before you got to us, you owe us.
Yeah.
But if motherfuckers knew who you was before you got to us, we just doing business.
Misfit, your name is your name. You are who you are.
Fact.
You have negotiating power with me. You bring something to the table. But if battle rapper female A that has never did a battle in her life can't come to me and be like, yo, I want I want couture right now. And not only do I want couture, I want 5K and I want 2 flights, and I want a hotel. I'm gonna be like, no, you want that door that's behind you. Get the fuck out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
With mid tiers, what leverage they really gonna have? All I'm saying is this. Where URL, they're subject to their talent always being poached at. Because why? Because they're the hottest league. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they're subject to their talent being poached at, and because whatever league needs that to continue to do business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I fuck with that so heavy. Business. I fuck with that so heavy, bro. I fuck with that so heavy.
I think it's a great business move. I think it's a great business move for the owner, right?
Right.
But it doesn't benefit the artist. It doesn't.
Not at all.
It just doesn't. And it's like, at what point when do we get rich? When do we profit? When do we?
But this is where it comes in. But this is where this is where it comes in, though.
I don't want to be famous. I want to be rich.
I feel you, but this is where it comes in. And he knows that too. Every artist is their own individual person. You can't lump everybody into the same scenario.
That is a fact.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you negotiate what you want. If your contract says you can't go over here, you can't go over here for a certain amount of time. You understand what I'm saying?
So basically,
Debo, listen. Right? Listen, I love what you're saying right now. And I think that people have been so confused on what the overall point that I've been making is, or what Fit is talking about. The overall point is battle rappers need to acknowledge their own worth. Period.
Correct.
Period.
And I think, of course, anybody.
Yeah, but
people not gonna like
you use it in a context that's kind of spooky. Like you use it in some other shit.
But all right. So let me add this to it. At the same time, battle leagues need to understand what their battle rappers are capable of. And the fact where a battle league, you don't know what you're capable of. You don't know if you put out a Queen of the Ring, Give It Up for the Ladies, Volume 1. You don't know what it's gonna do.
Can I ask you a question, Miss Fit?
You don't know what it's gonna. Wait, hold on, Debo.
Yeah.
Hold on, Debo. You don't know what that's gonna do you? You haven't thought in your mind, like, if I put out compilation projects with all my battle rappers, where is it gonna go? What is it gonna lead to?
Right.
People who record music watch us and love us. They're in the studio. Battle rappers who are making tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, are in the studio watching us, taking bars from what we do.
Right.
You have no idea what a Queen of the Ring compilation is gonna call, what it's gonna do. You have no idea what a game plan of 12 months of releasing a Queen of the Ring music compilation is gonna do.
Right.
We don't know. We don't know because we've been sticking to a moniker created by people whose creativity is evident right now that it's not that vast. It's not that vast. It's not. It's not. So it's time to try something new. Right now, we don't know if there's going to be a live event until next year, bro. Until next year. What are we going to do right now?
What's your suggestion, man?
Are the best rappers in the world.
He's been saying
Volume 1 dropping now. URL TV dropping now. A fucking RBE, the Rare Breed dropping now. Why isn't this happening? Why isn't it happening? Because people that you might not agree with are saying it. Why isn't it not happening?
That's communication, man. That's has to do between the artists and the labels or the battle beats and shit like that. You got to remember, man. Organization is the gift. You know what I'm saying? This organization is the curse. You know, I mean, keep it 100. Y'all keep it 100. A lot of y'all battle rappers don't even like each other to be organized anyway in the first place. So they doing this union shit and all that, and a lot of people don't even.
I could never organize a battle with all the battle rappers that I battled. Mm-hmm. I could probably never organize a battle with all of them with no problems, the same way that a league does. But at the end of the day, look at the position we in. There's not going to be no live events for like another year, possibly.
Understand.
It is time for us to be innovative. It is time for us to really be innovative and stop fronting like we innovative.
Now, come on, man. You doing the shots, man. Come on, man. Knock it off.
You know what, Debo? I don't even mind you taking that as a shot. But it's real shit. You're going to see throughout this quarantine, you're going to see the depths and the levels of where your highest talent is fucking living at right now. And it's going to be fucking depressing that you're going to feel like, damn, somebody we can make so much money off of right now has a fans only page where they letting another chick throw a dildo in their asshole just so they could get $4.
So Debo, what's next, man? Before we get out of here,
man,
I know like 2:30 in the morning.
Knock that off, man. Yeah, I know, right? Well, just look out. Just look out for my Bars and Brunch radio show, man. I got that working and whatnot, man. It should be coming soon. And
now, Debo, you're doing a battle rap radio show.
Yeah.
Where you getting your music from?
The battle rappers.
How do we get it to you?
I'll be contacting them.
You don't got an email?
Oh, yeah, I do got an email. I'm sorry, excuse me. barsandbrunch@gmail.com. When I spell it, is BARSNBRUNCH@gmail.com.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, Debo, if I create a female battle league, we got beef?
Yes. I'm going to shut you down.
But I'm very smart and I have money.
I've done it before.
Wouldn't that be the best interest for females?
No, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You paying females that top dollar and shit, man. Shit, go get that. I tell them go get that bag and shit. I don't stop nobody from getting no bag.
Listen,
I just don't want beef with Queen of the Ring. I just don't want beef. I don't want to be like you are.
What y'all saying?
You ain't starting no battle league anyway. So I ain't taking that.
From what y'all saying, Debo,
you don't even want to deal with these girls, Miss. I know you.
Actually, I turned over a new leaf, and I've been mad cool with bitches lately. Y'all should be scared.
Look, Debo, Misfit, it ain't about who's wrong, who's right. It's about us all realizing that we are powerful together.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't want it to feel like, I don't want it, like, I've been seeing people saying, like, we take shots at least. Like, I don't like that. Like, I feel like we're creating conversations.
It's not true, Misfit. It's not true. It's your man right there.
But
it's not me.
True knowledge. Look. It's your man.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, Debo. I'm gonna tell you the realest shit ever. There's battlers who can't feed their kids, acting like they popping. Mm-hmm. There's battle chicks who can't pay their rent, selling a pussy.
This is true.
This is unacceptable, bro.
It's true.
Yo, those are assumptions, man. You don't be in people's lives.
I don't care how embarrassed a league feels, bro. I don't care how embarrassed a league feels. As a battle rapper, being coupled with other people who are in these positions, it's fucking embarrassing for me. So if a league feel a way about what I'm saying to make motherfuckers get in a better position, fuck them niggas. That's real talk. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to see motherfuckers in a better position. You want to keep them under your thumb so you can underpay them and make money. Period.
Is that necessarily true? Is that the truth? Or you just coming up with some crazy shit just Come on, knock it off, B.
I don't know. You've been in this 10 years. What you think?
Battle rap started out as a hobby. Damn near accidentally got into a economic financial thing for people to get money off of, a hustle, if you will.
Debo, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I got one of the first checks. You don't have to tell me. I got one of the first checks.
All right.
And I seen what it turned into.
So if you was to hear, if you was to be there to stand there and say, I'm gonna make a career of this shit and really depend your life on battle rap, then you're bugging, boy. That's not.
But some people do though. Some
this
people
is what's going on. This is what's going on. There's niggas that's growing up and looking at us thinking we popping. I want to be a battle rapper. I don't want to record music. I just want to be a battle rapper. And it's like, how do we feel looking at them saying, you want to be this? There's got to be something better. There has to be something better. There has to be Queen of the Ring projects dropping monthly, promoting their music, making them more popular. It has to be more involvement.
What you doing? What you doing?
Are we gonna fade the fuck out? Are we gonna rely on producer battles to give us entertainment from now on? Because these fucking I'm rapping to my camera battles are trash? No. If you're a leader of the culture, figure out how to innovate and make this shit work, or give them motherfuckers that got the great ideas the position. That's it. That's it. We don't have to do no more talking on this. It's not about I'm shooting at you, you shooting at me. It's about I'm looking around and I'm seeing my peers fucking suffering. I came into this shit, yo, I'm from this hood. I'm respected. I rap. This is what it is. You from this hood. You from this hood. You from this hood. Walking in a battle events after a while became like a family reunion. Now I'm walking in and I'm seeing fucking fiends in my family. I'm seeing fucking broke prostitutes in my family. I don't like it.
Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, Mav, you're not accountable for everybody's decision, man, and not everybody.
Exactly.
I feel like it.
No, but not everybody in battle rappers and stuff.
Bro, you know how many messages I get? I get too many messages every day saying, yo, I got introduced to battle rap through you. Now I'm writing bars. What can I tell these motherfuckers like, yo, I don't know what happened to you, bro. I don't know how you gonna make it.
Here's what you could tell them. It's when you tell them like, yo, the game ain't what it seems. Make sure you have other things in play to make sure, because it's the reality.
I'm not doing that because I know how the game could be better.
Okay, but it's not.
How it could be better.
So I'm gonna keep it 100.
It just takes people tucking their ego, tucking it in, and saying, "Let's work together."
I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of my girls I know are doing doing fine. I don't know where this OnlyFans shit you get or whatever. I know who you're probably specifically talking about, but a lot of girls I know in Queen of the Ring are doing actually fine in this coronavirus.
Yo, Misfit, okay. I'm gonna leave this response up to you, fam, because.
Doing fine like what?
Doing fine like they got jobs or they chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Like Misfit, you doing good? You alright?
I'm always doing good.
Misfit's perfectly fine.
But you know what I'm saying? It's not thanks to battle rap.
But that's what I'm saying though. But it's because of you as an individual.
It's because I work.
To battle rap.
And I do other things to get revenue.
Exactly.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Can you use your name?
Huh?
Can you use your name for what you've done in battle rap to find other ways to make you money as well, or have you not figured that out yet?
No, absolutely.
Okay, not everybody has that talent. Some people can just rap. Some people, not everybody is going to be as successful as the next person. Like I understand, but it's like from my years of looking at this, I look at it like it's not the money doesn't look like it's there to that level that I think everybody wanted to be at now. I believe that it will.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, you gotta let me finish my statement so I can make a point.
Does every rapper that you know about publishing?
Does every rapper that I know about publishing?
No.
No, but here's the thing. I hear what you're saying.
Now, more rappers that I know more about publishing. Yes. More artists now because it's publishing, knowing about your publishing is like a regular thing now. It's not no super new thing. And what I mean, from my experience,
that's wrong. Because I know artists. I know artists. When I talk to them about publishing, they be like, "What? What's that?"
Yeah, but here's the thing. I want to answer what Knowledge said, because Knowledge is saying, "Hey, it's on the artist. If you don't have the will to make more money from the name you built off battle rap, that's on you." Correct? Yes. Right.
It's a part of it. It's a part of it. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like that's exactly what you said, but
no. Misfit, you gotta understand. You gotta understand.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Nothing is definitive.
I'm not
that's why when
you
make the statement, I said yes, but not entirely. Yeah.
So what's the other part of it?
The other part of it, there's not enough money within the whole culture from what it seems like. You got to understand, I'm sure the people who's putting up these productions, whether it's a league or whatever, they have to go through whatever they go through to make it happen. They have people they got to pay. They got to deal with their staff and things like that. They got to deal with their own personal themselves and their drop to make their own money and things like that as businessmen. So, of course, Misfit, if you're running a business, you're not going to pay the same thing that works in your store what you're getting paid as the fucking owner of the store. That's just what it is, no matter how talented your workers are. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the store is selling us.
No, but that's why. Look.
Even if
I think successful businesses, the most successful businesses, run when you treat your employees the best. Because now they want to work for you, right? So that's what I do.
But what if I don't have the budget to pay them the best?
Because I make so much.
What if I don't have the budget to pay them the best?
Because you make so much bread, you have to pay dues to the ones that's bringing that bread to you. Now I don't know people's individual financial state. You don't know that. Nobody knows that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's all I'm saying is, what if you're not financially able to pay them what they're worth? You have to also figure out a different way to maneuver with them so they can get to that point until you're able to get to that point where you can pay them that. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, we don't know. It's up for a league owner to be like, yes, we're getting it and we can do it, or no, we're not in the position to give y'all what it is.
Right.
It's up you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. I fucking agree with you 100% because you're speaking. All that shit makes sense. But do we leave it there? Like, I just ain't got it. An end of story?
No. It's about finding ways to make money. But it may take time.
Important.
Yeah, I agree.
It's important to push that and say, hey. So it's like a protester. It's like, all right, hey, what are we going to do, though? What's next?
I understand.
What's the next steps? You can't just chalk it up to, like, I just ain't got it. Figure it out, bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
And then when you got people advertise themselves as leaders of a culture, you look for answers from them.
Nah, look. I ain't even saying that. I'm saying
that. Right. I'm saying that because if you're the leader of a culture and it begins to fail, who takes responsibility of that? The person that said that they was the leader, right?
But here's the thing.
I agree.
It's not failing. It's not failing.
I was just about to say that too.
I think battle rap is at an all-time high right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not failing. So that's what brings the questions in my head. Like, this shit ain't failing. This shit looking real nice. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, we don't know everybody's financial state. And like back to what, you had asked, does people know about publishing and shit? And that's why platforms is like this is so important for us to educate and distribute the information we've accumulated over the years to others. Because if nobody's talking about it, then no one would ever know about this shit. Right. So why are we judged and prosecuted for spreading that information that has been held year over year? And we're looked at like we're doing something fucking horrible. That shit sucks. Cause it's like, damn, shut the fuck up, bitch. They don't need to know that shit. You fucking up my money.
Well, it's true because you know what? What is being said is definitely causing people to look. It's gonna make people get uncomfortable, whether it's league owners and battlers, to look at themselves and be like, yo, okay, we're moving at a different time. Like you said, Math, it's been 10 years. So now this is a push. It doesn't mean that everything you say is going to happen overnight or tomorrow, but eventually, that's the goal. The goal is to make sure that everybody can get that bread.
But our issue knowledge is it's not being received as it's time for a change. It's being received as you hating.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a part of the game. Anytime you go out and you protest, not everybody's going to be happy. Not everybody going to look at you like you're just doing this. They're going to look at you like you fucking up business. You fucking up certain things. Yeah. Or maybe I should try to fire all you motherfuckers and find somebody who could do this job the way I need it done. It's all business at the end of the day. So it's really
because at the end of the day, it's not your business. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it's none of your business. I'm not saying it's not your business. Not your business. You're not running it. You're not running that business. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I said, you've been around doing an event before. Imagine that constantly, time and time again, over and over.
It's not an easy task.
No, I'm going to say, from my experience, I threw the Killers event with Vlad TV. It was not easy.
The biggest culture vulture in the game.
However, I got to say this. I felt a form of gratitude, like gratefulness, like spiritually on the inside, when I saw how many people came out to that event and enjoyed it.
Because they rock with you. Yeah, so what's up?
Nah, it's a hard task. So shout out to all battle leagues.
Shout out to you, Debo.
All battle leagues.
I only did what you did once. And I was like, yo, this shit.
And Matt, you said it was a good event. You enjoyed it. And I've heard Vlad himself say recently, I think earlier this year, that he'd never throw a battle rap event again because it don't make no money. So why would I waste my time?
I'm gonna tell you why. It wasn't a big enough flip for Vlad.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. So for somebody like Vlad who potentially got a good bag, if to him it don't make sense, then it's like for the guys who's actively doing it year after year and after year, imagine how many losses or wins that they've taken and things like that throughout the year.
Hold on, knowledge. Let me explain this to you. Vlad did not take a loss. He didn't take a loss. He just looked at it like, I'm not willing to put in the same time as everybody else. And he backed out.
And you can't come up if you have one event, bro. You can't compare one event to fucking...
No, and not just Vlad.
500.
I know many leagues and that's done multiple events, things like that I've spoken to that said similar things. A lot of people just say, yo, son, sometimes booking all these artists, I don't make no money. Or just that and third.
Because they're low leagues, and they feel like they gotta pay fucking $20,000 to get one headline.
So to me, it just shows that it just shows that exactly. If you don't understand the business of how this shit works, you might be paying people more than what you think and not getting nothing out of it from what you think, and it could make your ass out of business. So you have to move a certain way.
But knowledge, this is why I'm saying we should all bear the burden, and we should all reap the benefit.
I don't think so.
If a battle league does bad,
well, yeah, it is the business.
How many times have we heard battle league owners come out and say, "Yo, I'm not eating this, bro. I'm not this, that. Oh, y'all fucked up the event. This, that, and the third. How many times have we heard that? But when a battle league does good, do we ever hear the numbers that came out of that? Do we ever?
But I never hear the numbers when they do bad. They just say they do bad. When they do good, they just say they do good.
Like, come on.
From my experience, but I could be wrong. But like I said,
you're basically looking like you're pocket watching, my guy.
It's not pocket watching. It's not. And what I'm saying is not pocket watching, because what I want battle rappers to understand is you can't get published. You can't.
And they can get that 100% without the league.
Right.
Even
without the league. You good.
Yeah.
Without the league, you good. All you got to do is be dedicated to your craft, finish your rounds before your actual battle, and publish them and let them know it's being released over here, and that's a check for you. Without the league,
I would say
okay.
I would say for male or female battle rap, drop in your publishing, do your splits on your cue card, get your merchandise to take it to the event and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a promo package where you can say, hey, to the league, hey, look, check this out. I know these battle rappers on promo.
Yeah, but Q sheets is for the league to do. So the leagues need to gather Q sheets for these events.
Right.
Yeah,
Fit is correct on that. But I will say everything else, it is really up to the battle rapper.
Correct.
But I'm just tired of battle rappers being fucked up.
Well, man, we're going to have battle rappers that's effed up because there's going to be a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas that's effed up in the world, man. You know
but like, think about this, though. You said Surf got 70K? That's a lot of bread.
For what?
Somebody just told me he got 70K. I think he said it.
Yeah, but you said
somebody told what you
No, he said it. He said it.
He said it in the Gilly when he was going back and forth with Gilly. He said I got 70 for love.
He said I got 70K. That's a lot of bread for one artist, bro.
Believe half of what you hear. Because I feel like Surf is part of the people who constantly push this narrative of I'm doing good. What's up with you? But don't provide any type of information on how other battle rappers can be benefiting the same way.
Well, you know.
What information though to be good? Because that's all he does to get that 70K. If he got 70K, it's just be good.
But
so
think about
let's be real. The 70K
like the
margin that you talking about
is like 70K to like free. That's a big ass gap.
That means that shows where you need to go. If you're a free battling doing nigga, this is the measure right here. This is the measuring stick.
Listen, I heard battle rappers say they get 5,000 a battle, and they wasn't even close to that.
No, they was getting 500.
I don't believe none of the numbers boosting. I don't believe none of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I see motherfuckers going so hard to get they 70K, and then going so hard to get it again. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
If I got 70K a battle, I'm battling every day, B.
You know, like I said, man, we don't know.
Day.
At the end of the day, we don't know.
We
ain't looking at these little contracts. We don't know their bank account. You know, if you don't know, you don't know.
Everything is an assumption, B. Everything is an assumption. I will
say this, Debo.
And it would be great if Surf got 70K.
You will benefit.
Great for battlers.
It costs very little money.
I'm down with
money to start a DistroKid account and be able to release your battle rappers' music and to put out compilations. And people gravitate to music. There are more people in the world who buy music than people who watch battles. So should you hit on anybody? Should Misfit make a hit, or 40 Bars make a hit, or Miss Hustle or My Verse make a hit, or Jazz or whoever? It's a good look for this culture. And I think we need to catch up with the other places that have battle raps. The Philippines, the biggest artists that they have battle rap. In Russia, the biggest artists that they have battle rap. And if you battle rap, you are regarded as a better artist than the other artists. We need to make this the standard. Period.
So, what part does the battlers play in making that happen?
Like 90%.
Okay. So it's on y'all to make this shit happen.
Yeah, I think more so like how people interpret like the information. I think I'm just guessing from that. Like a lot of people point out what Mav said, what I say, but I think really what he's trying to say is artists, wake up. You're not living the life just because you're on stage and everybody's like, yeah. You're not that popping. You could be famous, but you're not rich and you're satisfied with that. Now, you can do this, and this to get more money. If you don't do nothing with it, that's on you. It's no league's fault that you're, like, even the contract shit. The league gave you the contract, but you signed it.
Exactly. Like, come on.
So if you felt like that position was a bad position, you stupid enough to sign it.
And you know what? I'm guilty for telling guys. I know guys that battled in the past, and I was like, yo, sign the contract, just sign it, because yo, they not feeling you like that. You better off being a part of the run, so you can use what they bring for you to heighten your popularity, regardless. Right now, because some people I felt like that stood strong and said, yo, if you don't find another way to make yourself as popular, you may never get that level of popularity because you're not on URL. I've seen it. So it's like I could see how it could work. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember telling dudes, yo, sign the contract. At least you'll be on URL enough where you get enough face value where you can, if you do decide the partner or it don't work out for you, you can still have a level of popularity where people respect you on that like your URL artist. That shit matters. Right. When you go other places and things like that. Like, it can affect your bag and how you're perceived in this culture. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Let me ask you a question, Misfit.
Yeah.
How many leagues would survive with their own artists?
What you mean?
How many leagues would survive in this culture with their own artists?
Like if it was like whoever you like brought into the game?
Yeah. Well, pretty much people that's solidified on that brand.
Well, to me, I don't watch a lot of battle leagues. I'm not gonna lie. When I think of battle leagues, that's probably why we mentioned just like 4. But like, I think King of the Dot survives, right? Mm-hmm. The only discrepancy we get from time to time is that artists from like quote unquote URL go to RBE, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even tell you who's a URL artist or who's a RBE artist. Because a lot of the URL artists I came up with in grind time. Mm-hmm. So are they really a URL artist? Hollow the Dawn, grind time. You know what I mean? Arsenal, back in the day, he was doing Fight Club. Like a lot of these artists are like, I don't think leagues are making artists. The only thing I would say now in this day is what they got, the proving grounds. That's really building artists up. And it's like, all right, you never been nowhere before. You in the proving grounds. So I feel like that's more of a where you can say, well, my G, we kind of help build you here so you could get up. You know
and even those guys come from a smaller league that had some popularity in another state that helped build them up, and they're like the shining star to be able to make it to a URL, and all these other top leagues might see them and things like that.
So how can you own an artist? Some of these dudes been battling on the block to build their name. Right. You know what I mean?
I would never say I own an artist, but I can name at least 25 girls that have never been nowhere and started at Queen of the Ring first.
That's love. That's big.
That's why I come with saying who can survive on their own with their own artists.
Right. I mean, I don't, like I said, I couldn't, like, I'm trying to think of like proven girl people and like, I know a lot of girls is more popular with Queen of the Ring because, like I said, there's no other place. You understand?
Well, you came from grind time as well, though, but you're solidified as a Queen of the Ring girl.
Right. I mean, that's how I got my name up. The grind time shit. Me and QB hit World Star, and then it was like, oh, you're a battle rapper.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact.
And fortunately, for some people, they have the opportunity of being here first and being around when it was nothing else. So they were, even with artists, some guys like Mook could be Mook because he was one of the. He don't have to. He could have 6 battles and still be the GOAT, considered to whatever. Like, so it's like a new guy who put in all that pain could try to compare and say I'm better or whatever. But it's like, yo, you still don't have the opportunity of being first and being one of those guys. And so you just don't have that. So those other leagues that come after, these guys have been developed in all these leagues, they don't have the opportunity to even be able to say that they could develop artists because these people already developed through the years. So any new league that was to come, even if they had the crazy bag, wouldn't really be able to develop nothing new. Right. They have to go to where people, if they want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
the thing is, I think leagues shouldn't. I think leagues should encourage artists to stay with them, right? Mm-hmm. You hear me? All right. Yeah, I think leagues should promote that artist, stay with them, and incentivize them to stay with them, right? If they want to keep that, like keep your own talent, because that's what makes you original, right? But I don't think they should be penalized for going other places. I don't think it should be such a hard penalization. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Fid, because I feel like if there isn't the money, if the money ain't there, you should kind of be allowed me to maneuver and get other bags. And I know that could mess up certain plans and things like that. But if I'm broke and I need it and I'm in a situation, I would hope you allow me to go. But but if you are in strict competition with certain people and this is like, I can't go here, but I could go everywhere else, then I guess that's breathing room. That allows me to still make deals and still be able to eat. If you just don't want me to fuck with this person, then it is what it is. That's up to you as an artist to make that distinction. You know what I'm saying? Right. But once you sign a contract and you agree to something, I feel like anybody should be able to stand on it, whether it's a handshake or a contract is a contract. Yeah.
Contract is a contract. You gotta fulfill it.
I think as a league owner with a contract or no contract, I wouldn't want to share bulk of my hot talent with another league. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not like I can't do anything about it because I don't have no contract. The battle rapper could go anywhere they want to go. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you as a league owner, it's like caught between a rock and a hard place. Now you got to share said talent with another league that could probably do something better or have a better card or something at the given time and shit like that. So it makes a conundrum for all parties involved. So that's when battle rappers do sneaky shit.
Yeah, but that's when it gets tough.
It wouldn't have mattered as much if you had a positive relationship with the other person funding the bag. Because if I was doing something and Debo was like, nah, fuck with Knowledge, I support him and he helping, then we can work in coalition to make it make sense where it's like you don't feel that way and we could all benefit. But if it's like malice or I think it makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Debo.
For all the shit they say about Debo, you say Official, 40, Bonnie, C3, Miss Miami, all went to RBE and called me on the phone and said, yo, this is what I'm doing and shit like that. They ain't called me because I was going to tell them, yo, you can't go. They called me to say, yo, man, I need you by my side. You're going to come through. Like, what's up? I said, yo, I got you. And they see me on that stage every time. So, you know what I'm saying? They can't put that, yo, this nigga's a hater bag on me. Yeah, I'll get into situations with one or two people saying, yo, I'm putting all this energy in you know what I'm saying? I need you to stay here for a minute because I'm trying to work out or something and shit like that. But that doesn't happen all the time. It varies. It varies. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, female battle rap is such a small thing. I'd be so happy when a girl say, yo, they tossed me a bag for such and such. I'll be the first person to be like, go there. Will I have a contract on you or not? Yo, go there.
But I don't think that's not true, Debo. Because before this whole URL thing, it was like an issue if people wanted to go to URL. You cannot front. Don't front. So
what you mean?
You want to keep your battles just same way as league owners, because there's been situations where it's like URL, you're taking my battle. This is a Queen of the Ring battle. And that was
no. Let me clarify that. Let me clarify that. You know what I'm saying? Tell Space Ghost that the map said they kicked them off. I guess he got to come back in somehow. I don't know.
Ghost.
I'll play math. I'll play math Hoffa for today. What you call it? You're 100% right, but I didn't like the way it was presented when Norbs was coming into my backyard trying to get artists to get over there. You know what I'm saying? He was doing what he was quote unquote supposed to do with fine talent. It was just being a little extra, and the way he went about it was unnecessary. You understand what I'm saying? Because we've done business with them before. So you know what I'm saying? He felt like he is taking upon himself to go around the bend and not even have to consult or even speak to us about anything, because the whole initial thing was when we first started even doing anything together, when we did the Hustle versus E-Heart. Yo, we're always gonna ask y'all for y'all talent to come in, and we're gonna go do it through y'all first. We said that from the day one, from the gate, and then it started not being that no more. And that's when I started riffing about that, about what the hell is going on with these battles and stuff like that. So, you know, every now and then when North would bust a move, I had to constantly shut that down because he's doing it in a way that, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't have been done.
Yeah, but you're saying that solely because you felt like they should have consulted you about recruiting an artist that has battled on Queen of the Ring.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? Consulting me is not like consulting me because I want to be consulted. Like, I'm the man, consult me. No, it's about the deal we made. Verbally.
Like you and the other league.
Verbally.
Yes.
Verbally.
So it's basically out of respect.
So yeah,
yes.
so it's like a hidden thing, or not hidden because it's like a thing between leagues where it's like, hey, you know, there should be some kind of communication if you want somebody who originated from Queen of the Ring to go over there or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We did that for because it was done for Queen and King of the Ring, because that's when we first brought our artist was Skull. We brought Skull. He battled Hash 100, but Beasley is like, yo, I got y'all guys. Whatever y'all need, man. Y'all need somebody on our stage, just holler at me. We gonna bring them over and we good. You know what I'm saying? That's how we function together.
So who did y'all cash in on that promise with?
What you mean as far as the female?
He said, I got y'all. So when you said, okay, you got me, I need this person on the stage. Who was it?
I told you that's when we brought Skull, and we battled Hash 100s. That's when it all started, and then we brought E-Heart, and we brought a couple other girls and stuff like that. You know, so the way when it went left was the Jazz the Rapper thing, when Norb was doing his Norb shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And we had a discussion about
remember that.
We had a discussion about that, and I told you,
yeah,
I don't.
That's when me and you was gonna fight,
malicious.
And you thought you stuck your chest out, and I said, yo, I'll bust your ass, my nigga. Who you think you are, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? You the little homie. you the little homie.
You ain't say all that. You ain't say all that.
Beans and rice, nigga.
It's all good. It's all good.
Don't protect that beans and rice, fat nigga. Fuck out of here with that nigga.
Yo.
But yeah, nah, that's what it is.
I gotta say this though. You're always a pleasure to have on this show, bro.
Facts.
It was an interesting
conversation.
I appreciate
it, man.
Around. It is always an interesting conversation, and you are one of the few league owners that are willing to open up and explore the possibilities of what's possible. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like I have invited so many other league owners, bro, and you're the only one that is always involved. That's why I feel like the first change in battle rap is gonna come through you. So
Debo, right? So we gave you a lot of input on what you could do to be more successful. What is your opinion on what you feel like my expert opinion could do to be more successful?
Oh man, that's easy, man. Pay Misfit and Knowledge more money, and they'll carry this, man.
That's what I like to hear.
But you know what? That's gonna come with stipulations.
You know
I want to raise.
I'm gonna need more promo out of both of y'all.
Want to raise.
Space goes does the most of the work.
Math,
Space goes
math, right?
editing and shit.
So is this
league?
Is leagues the same as this media outlet? And how should we be paid on a renegotiation level?
I'm gonna tell you basically what it is. I want both of y'all to be millionaires, because not only because I love y'all, but
how that's gonna happen though, Matt? Matt, how that's gonna happen? What are you doing to make it happen?
It is gonna happen because I'm gonna make it happen. I'm different from y'all niggas. I'm different from y'all niggas. I'm gonna push as hard as I can. I'm gonna push as hard as I can so that my peoples can eat and be satisfied. I want everybody on my team pulling up in Bentleys, my nigga. I don't want to be the only nigga pulling up in a Bentley so I can stunt on the niggas that work for me.
Yo, man.
That's
sounds good.
I'm about to open up a fans only, my nigga. I'm hurting out here, B. What's up?
Don't do it, my nigga. You worth more than that. You worth more than that.
Gonna get a fans only.
Chill. That's the Queen of the Ring move. Don't do that.
That's not a Queen of the Ring move. That's not a Queen of the Ring move. Stop coming at my artist, man. Stop coming at the artist, a Queen of the Ring, man.
Yo, Debo, unless you got an existing contract that lasts over time, they're not your artists, bro. They're not. Just be real. They're not.
I gotta say, Debo, definitely was a pleasure, man. Always having you.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure,
man. Bro. One thing that I can say, yo, Debo, you never, ever act shy of the conversation. You're not worried about image. You are really focused on progression. And I feel like some of the things that we spoke about tonight, you're gonna put in play, and your artists. Your artists, eventually, when you decide to take that on and say,
they're not my artists. That's what you said. They're not my artists. I don't got to do shit.
No. I'm saying,
when you decide,
that's what you decide to make them type of situations happen.
That's what he said.
When you decide to make them type of situations happen, where they can say, okay, now I'm part of a family right now. I'm part of a family.
We already did that though.
I feel like you're gonna be the most successful dude. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Can I get some advice to you? Stop coming at my peoples, man.
Listen.
Yo, disclaimer, I love URL. The views of Math Hoffa, I got all the leagues out there.
You know what's crazy? Y'all looking at me like
only this guy.
A baby I gave birth with, I just threw out the window. How?
Nigga, that was 10 years ago. Knock it off.
It was 10 years ago that led to this.
Yeah, but
10 years ago that led to this.
Man, you need therapy to get this shit off your chest.
Bro, if I fucked a chick 10 years ago and she had a kid and the kid turned 10 years old, that means I am partially responsible for that child. You dig what I'm saying?
No.
You should.
No.
The analogy.
I'm not coming at no league. I'm not coming at no league.
I feel like,
if anybody should feel offended, it's the battle rappers who don't respect what you have.
Oh, wait.
About the leagues.
Debo.
It's not about the leagues, bro. It's never about the leagues. Because at the end of the day, I firmly believe where there is a choice, there are no victims. So if you are choosing this type of situation, you can't complain about it. You can't complain about it.
The battle rappers can't survive without the leagues, and the leagues can't survive without the battle rappers. They go hand in hand.
So we got no choice but to work together. We got no choice but to work together.
Somewhat.
So let's do it.
Nobody wants to work with you. That's why you don't battle no more. Nobody wants to work with you.
It's cool. They want to steal my ideas, though.
Your last battle was hollow. Your last
they want to
battle
steal
was
my ideas and take credit for them, though.
Yo, where you battle with B-Magic? Where you battle with B-Magic at, huh?
Yo, old boy is hiding the bodies for St. Louis. He ain't dropped John versus Ill Will.
They vaulted
dropped me versus but he dropped Twerk versus Oops, because that wasn't a body. So all the other body situations, he hiding them. Oh boy, stop! What are you doing?
Word.
Hey, Saddis, what is you doing? It's been 5 months.
Math.
Drop the battles.
Math. Word in the street is you was behind Guardians of the Culture. That's why it fell apart. You was giving them all that great golden advice you have on the show.
Guardians of the Culture is gonna be the kings of the ship when this Corona shit over.
Them niggas shit fell off.
I ain't really see it.
Well,
niggas, they looking for this nigga right now in the streets. He ain't even got the money to pay for it. Hold on, Misfit, what you was gonna tell me?
I was gonna say, like as far as media, right? Should leagues take it personal when we discuss like issues or confrontations or anything with the league, with their specific league? Or do you think media should be free to speak on any league they want as long as the information is valid?
Correct. Yeah, we public figures. You should speak on anything I want to speak on when it comes in as far as media. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's in the frame of as long as in the frame of the truth. And, you know, there's some things where, you know, some people push an agenda, you know, so it looks away.
Right.
To clarify, I don't think
somebody uses a platform to push an agenda, but it looks away. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now, you see what I be talking about?
Debo, maybe
you can't say Fox don't push the Trump agenda all day, every day. Where MSNBC, they push more left. CNN pushes a little left, but they're like neutral. You know what I'm saying? But CNN and MSNBC go hard on Donald Trump. Where Fox, they don't go too hard. Every now and then they do, but they try to keep it smooth and keep it in the perspective of he's the king.
Debo called us Fox.
I'm gonna tell you why, Debo. You know why?
I'm not calling y'all Fox. I'm just trying to tell y'all that
there's somebody making money. There's somebody making money with Fox who is on a certain side that's telling them niggas don't do that. I'm not making money.
If a specific league maybe paid a significant amount of money.
Damn, misfit. You selling our integrity?
No, I'm saying that's what they're doing on the news, right?
Right.
Like, that's basically what you're saying. Like, if a league paid media and said, "This is all you do," then
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example of your man. He's supposed to take this show to the app, right? For some reason, the shit fell out. This man goes on social media and be like, "Yeah, some people want to be take my ideas and all that shit." I was like, "Yo, man, that's taste, that's class, that's no class, man, that's class."
Who did that? Who did that?
Math.
I did that.
You did that. Yes, you did that.
You went on Twitter with the Twitter fingers, man.
What ideas?
Yeah, come on, Math. Not ideas.
You mean battle rappers creating content for themselves? Nah, the idea wasn't stolen because this is my platform. Anybody who does something on a URL platform, it's not their platform. So nah, I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
With that being said,
over there, you worker.
Debo,
you didn't get my message.
When can they get tuned into your show, and where can they follow you and just stay tuned in to everything, man?
To be honest with you, I don't have a set time and date, but I'm gonna try to launch by next week. I got some little things here and there to fix up, but you'll always see me. You'll see me on Champion every now and then, and I'm still dropping battles and shit. Shout out to Jay Black. Shout out to Aaron Law. Shout out to Rita. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Cousin Dre. Shout out to my partners Baz Bunny and Vague. Shout out to Maya Lansky. Shout out to Mikey Raps. Shout out to everybody.
Hold on, wait. Myers Lansky, what is he doing right now?
He's chilling, man. He's got his own podcast. You know what I'm saying? The Slim Talk on a radio show and shit. He's also in I forgot the name of the reality web series that he's in, but it's fire though. You know what I'm saying? Also look at Forced to Sin, man. Forced to Sin. That's what Babs is in. Fire web series. It's called Forced to Sin. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And looking for Vague. Vague got Grind Season Radio. He's still rolling, doing his numbers and shit like that.
Facts.
That's what it is. I just want Misfit to love me, man. That's all I want, man. Misfit be mad at me all the time, man.
We love you, Debo. We appreciate you, man.
It's all love on this side of town. You know, we just want the world to receive us gracefully.
Nah, y'all doing a great job.
As we receive others. And
y'all doing a great job. Y'all doing a great job. I love the trouble y'all start.
If
at the end of the day,
it's Matt's fault.
It is Matt's fault.
You know what? I take the blame for all of this if it's gonna make everybody else feel better.
You know what, man? You know why Matt is a sucker? Let me tell you what Matt's sucker. He does all this shit.
We ride with you, though, Hoffa. We ride with you.
Suckers fall for shit.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why he do this sucker shit. He does this shit because he can fight. There ain't really no motherfucker gonna come challenge this motherfucker for the shit he say. That's why he do what he do. Knock it off, dude.
Cut it out.
Knock it off.
Cut it out. No. At the end of the day, no, Debo, I'm being 100% real. I'm being 100% real. I woke up one day and I just had this feeling like, yo, how can I enjoy what I'm doing? How can I enjoy my legacy if I haven't made things better for the next generation coming up?
Right.
How?
Nah, right.
It's like having you got kids. You got kids. How can you enjoy your life knowing that your kids is gonna be fucked up? Right? And that's where I'm at with it. I feel like millions of people watch battle rap because of what I did. But how are the battle rappers benefiting?
You're a closet narcissist, guy.
Yeah, no. Welcome to the
man. That's crazy.
I love it.
You did? This is
my expert opinion.
This is the story.
All examples be like, so about me.
Listen, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something.
This is the story, man.
My most viewed battle is a battle where I choked somebody up. So I understand that I introduce people. You dig what I'm saying? I know that I introduce people. Whether I thought that was going to happen, it was my plan or not, I know throughout my actions, I introduce people to this culture.
Listen, man, you did a lot for the game, man, and we rooting for you. You was on Fox 5, man. You was on Nori's show, you know what I'm saying? You got Misfit, you got knowledge and shit, man. Two reputable people in the culture. You know what I'm saying? You done a lot for the game, man. You know, but besides your don't forget your battle rap career. You know, you've done a lot. So, you know, we know you're rooting for the culture. That's why I can't really.
I'm not gonna be comfortable until one day a kid can say, I want to be like Math Hoffa, and it be profitable for him.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna be comfortable until that.
You're not gonna be comfortable
until that.
You're not gonna be comfortable until.
Oh my God. Until a kid could say, until my son could say, yo, Dad, I want to battle rap just like you. And I can say, yo, yeah, you gonna make mad bread. If I can't say that, I fucked up.
Well, come with solutions more than complaints.
Real talk, man, but
come with solutions.
You know, we're gonna continue to keep stirring the pot, man.
Knowledge needs to go. Knowledge is like,
knowledge gotta go. Knowledge like, fuck this shit. This is
my wife
I see you change your background. Yo, Fit, I see you change your background, son. What you doing, son? Get your promo. My dumb advice, Misfit. It's all on channel.
Yo, make sure
it's all on channel. I ain't no hater.
What the hell's wrong with this thing,
son?
That's part of the contract, man.
Right now, Matt is up right now.
Don't forget.
It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon for Matt right now.
It's part of the contract.
Hip-hop is real. My dumb advice. My expert opinion. You understand?
Yo, knowledge and Misfit. Is Matt being
Space Coast Productions. We here.
Is he being transparent?
That's part of the fucking that's part of the contract.
You know what?
Is Matt being transparent?
I'm gonna say this.
He's being transparent.
Me and Matt had a verbal contract, and we stick to it, and we both are happy with what we agreed on. So that's all I can say.
Facts. Anytime you see my expert opinion shit appear on Hip Hop Is Real, I pay for it.
Like
a real one. You feel me?
Let me ask you a question before you go. Let me ask you a question before you go. This is I'm real interested in this. This is for knowledge and Misfit. How did you feel when Matt Hoffa was on Know Your Podcast on Drink Champs? Like, what did that make y'all feel as far as a collective in y'all show?
First thing I was like was, fuck you. Why you ain't bring me with you?
You was invited. You was invited.
Right? That was my first reaction. And then I was
niggas while niggas was working and shit. Like, yo, you come to Miami right now. Come to Miami right now. Like, yo, Matt, you know I can't come right now.
Right.
But I'm saying, did that make y'all feel good? Like, yo, look at us.
I was proud.
I'm kikiing right now, but just seeing that is crazy. You know what I mean? It's like not to my knowledge, no other battle rapper has ever done that. So it's like
or league owner.
It's like another door has been opened, and yet, you know, people still got stupid shit to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you don't even like this dude as a person, you got to be like, bro, he spoke about battle rap for 3 hours with Nori on Drink Champs.
Mentioned everybody, get name dropped everybody, top 10 so new people, whatever.
You opened up a new conversation with a new fan base that might not know nothing of battle rap. So how could you not applaud that and kind of just try to build on it? So more people should say, support my expert opinion. Because
I love y'all.
What we doing here is
Fit, take over. I'm clocking out, son. Clocking out, son. You got it. You got it. I love you.
We should just support more when we putting eyes on things. Like even when he was on Fox, he mentioned, you know, people that
he always mentioned,
like, you know, he mentioned people, and it's some of the same people that's like, nah, fuck my expert opinion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And with no bias. With no bias.
That's true.
So that type of shit I respect. You know what I mean? Not the type of shit that Jazz the Rapper do and go on her or go on Surf Show.
We gonna end it like this?
Shit about a fucking god that paved the way for these bitches to even rap in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying? So
set it up, Debo.
You feel me? So
set it up, Debo.
When people ask you what battle rapper we could do without, the last name you should be mentioning is Misfit.
Wow.
Because
I see that. I didn't even see that.
Because I am the one and only bitch in the world that does what I do. And I'm just smarter. I'm just everything. I'm just everything they are. I'm more.
Set it up, Debo.
And I've even reached out to multiple battle rap girls to help them get more, and yet they mad. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Out of all the bitches in the world that she could have mentioned, that's pure hate.
You know why though, Fid? You know,
that's pure hate.
But you know why?
But that's
Fid?
pure hate.
No, Fid. That's the alley-oop. That's the alley-oop.
You know why? My son's son coerced her into talking like that.
Nah, man. It's the alley-oop, man. I'm telling you. She wants that battle.
Listen,
you got to win. You got to plan for you, Misfit.
The powers that be don't like what we doing because we independent. The powers that be don't like what we doing because we independent.
I wouldn't take it as, number one, the powers that be he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is URL. Number two, I wouldn't take it as that. I wouldn't take it as that because she could have mentioned somebody else's name. Fit. It's good that she mentioned your name because
that's what I said. That's how to respect.
Leads a trail right into the battle itself.
I don't fucking need her to mention my name. I'm lit.
Facts. She's lit.
But it's good narrative. It's good battle narrative, Fit.
So no. Hold on.
But see, that's the difference between
Nori told me.
Nah.
Nori told me. Nori was like, "Yo, what's her name? Misfit? Yeah. And I was like, I was already thinking that, but yeah. So yeah, Misfit is lit, nigga.
Yeah.
I'll put that on IG too, by the way, just to let you know. I'll put that on IG.
But I mean, I feel like it most of the time.
Mad drunk.
Most of the time people just say shit because it's pure hate. You know what I mean? And when it's somebody's opinion, I'm cool with that. When somebody's like, Misfit's not my favorite or whatever the case may be, cool. Because no matter how much beef I ever had with any bitch, I never took away what talent they had. Me and QB could go back and forth for days, and I'll never say she's the worst rapper on the planet. Because that's not true. You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
Same way that I could put Hollow in the top fucking battlers in the world.
Because you have no other choice but to do that. Now shut your ass up.
No.
Because it's the truth.
But you're right. You're right. For me, morally, I have no other choice. I could be like the rest of these niggas and fake the funk and just big up who I'm cool with. But for me, morally, I have no choice, bro. I have to bring them up.
Right. You got
but I give you that though, because on a platform like Nori's joint, you didn't have to mention nobody's name. You could have just said what you wanted to say and keep it pushing. But you mentioned all leagues and whatnot. You even mentioned Queen of the Ring. I balked when you told me, yo, nigga, you ain't mentioned Queen of the Ring. I feel like a dumbass when I watched the show. And you was like, yeah, Queen of the Ring. So I was like, okay.
Right.
Well, yo, man.
It'd be a lot of that. But, we hear my dumb advice. Make sure y'all tune in.
My dumb advice.
The next episode is going to be super, super spicy. So please tune in. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. And let me just point out that my blogs get more views than y'all bitches battles. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. It's not a game. We here.
Yo, Fit.
I'm out.
Tell them who you been in the room with.
I'm out.
Tell them who you been in the room with.
I'm a flex a little bit too. Y'all want no beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm a judge at the next URL event. You know, so URL, y'all know it is all up with me.
Right.
Yo, Knowledge, you're funny. The entire episode, he's been like, yo, URL, please.
Yeah.
I love you. I know you got that cool, Knowledge. I know you got that cool, and it shows.
Yeah.
Yo, when we get off this line, Matt's gonna be like, yo,
I always respected about Knowledge is I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Knowledge still show up at ARP events. He'll show up at the trap events. He'll show up at, it don't matter.
Right.
He loved this shit.
Fact.
I was very, very careful on who I'm gonna work with.
Talk your shit, Knowledge. Talk your shit. Stop playing. Stop being humble. Stop being humble.
Knowledge got niggas on the West Coast. He got niggas in the South. He got niggas in ATL. He not playing with y'all niggas.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the last thing though, yo, Matt, when you be starting mentioning top leagues, you be leaving out Queen of the Ring, my nigga. You need to stop that shit, dude.
I always mention it though.
No, but Math do that when he be on them big ass platforms. He be like, yeah, man, the top league, like your RB King of the Dot, URL, and you know they be like, I bet, wow, that's how you feeling, man.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Debo. I'm talking about leagues that I got to check with. I'm supposed to battle 3 chicks on your league.
Oh man,
it never happened.
Back at this again.
It never happened.
Yo, 2021.
Before Red and Miss Hustle, it was me on your phone like, yo, let's get it.
Well, you know, I still got you versus you know who. What's up?
Versus who?
Never mind.
Fans only? Nah.
Never
you should battle sis, son.
I'm good, son. I'm not trying to be responsible for nobody's suicide, son. I'm good.
Come on, man.
Yo, I gotta say, I love you guys. Peace and love.
It's a game.
Yo, let's get out of here.
Matt is never going to sleep. I can tell.
Thanks for coming through. We appreciate what you do for the culture. Good looking.
Knowledge, misfit, URL hater. Thank you.
Hey yo, space. Yo,
come here.
Make sure y'all hit the card up top for my dumb advice. Click on it. Go watch that. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I mean,
Bars and Brunch champion.
Let's get it.
Bars and Brunch. Salute to all the battle rappers out top. Salute to all the subscribers. Salute to everybody that loves the culture. Salute to all the battle rappers that are being super creative right now.
Drunk math.
We will reward you. Yeah. Hey.
We were trying to get Drunk Av, but we got Drunk Math.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Drunk Math be on bigger platforms. So cool. So look.
I can't.
All you battle rappers out there, go get your publishing. Get your ASCAP, get your BMI. Do what you got to do, because I'm not going to allow y'all to watch me for 10 years and be entertained in this sport and feel like you want to follow this path and not benefit from it. You feel what I'm saying?
Math, mind your business.
I'm telling you.
Let's
Queen
get
of the
it.
Ring, Give It Up for the Ladies, Volume 1. I need to see that.
You'll see it.
Yo.
Your knowledge, man. Go to bed.
Yo, I'm actually working on a project with a lot of the ladies that you'll see. So we be dropping that soon. We already got our first track. Everything is lit.
You gonna put organic in the intro?
Debo, you want to talk about it? You don't want to go there, bro. You don't want to go there.
You don't go there.
You know,
handle it behind the scenes.
Debo, you need a post our Don't Rush challenge, because he was being a little sorehead. But I'm not even gonna speak on that because it's the end of the show. We need a whole new show for that. All right?
Debo,
a whole new show.
Y'all ladies did a great job.
DistroKid, Queen of the Ring Records. That's all I gotta say to you.
Yeah.
Signing out, guys. Peace and love.
Yo, bye.
Stay safe.
We love
I know.
Yo, shout out to URL. Shout out to RBE. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. Hold it down.
Shout out to Smack. Shout out to
all y'all. King of the Dot. Everybody. Both definitely.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rockin' you niggas.